What is one of the funniest TikToks you've seen recently?
News flash.
Take a look around.
You
That's
see
the
her
funniest
anywhere?
It's right to my left. That's what I see. That's you. You are the news flash gal. Although there's another one that I was going to show you guys, but since we're short on time, it's this woman. She's a comedian. She lives like in New York or Boston. And she does these like producer videos. Like she's the producer and the singer. And the producer's giving advice like, no, do it this way. Do it this way. And she does this Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg thing. And it's so freaking funny. You know, just watch this. I'll call her your basic white girl. Go, Snoop Dogg. It's so funny. So funny. Anyways, I get a kick out of this gal. And that's my latest
Do you remember
favorite.
her name?
It's like Louisa something. I could probably pull it up for you. I'll
We
give her a
can
shout
give her
out.
a shout out on
Yeah,
the podcast.
she's
So
shout
many
her.
people
Oh, we
listen.
should
funny.
add her. We should add her.
She is super funny.
So many people listen, so
If
it'd
we
be like
add her,
good,
she might
good
follow
ad.
us.
No, yeah, oh yeah,
Good
that's
advertising.
necessary.
We need ads.
Following, I follow her, so she is that Louisa Lang.
Okay, every time I try to like look up somebody
She went to
I follow,
Boston
I can
College.
never think of their name.
I
like,
can't either.
It's
She
like
went
they
to-
come through my feed all day.
I know. She went to Boston College. She wears BC swag all the time. So I think she's in New York, but she works in.
All right, I'm gonna look for her.
But she's from BC or somewhere. She's funny, really funny.
Okay, well, the internet is one of my favorite places, and like wherever they're storing these memes is like where I'm trying to hang out. But lately, I'm watching a lot of like Aries specific stuff, like to try to learn more about myself. But this one's
Aries, as in like the,
born in April.
She's
Oh wow!
most.
Oh my god!
the
Tony's
full
never
moon
been a
is in
part-
Aries today.
Aries.
I was gonna say
Where is your planet aligning today?
Tony's never been on this
The full
pod.
moon is in Aries.
He doesn't realize that Jossie is like sort of a hippie, and
Oh
she
my
really
God.
likes her celestial alignment.
I'm a Selenophile.
Good luck.
and her like I don't know.
It's
herbs.
a full moon. Do you even know it happens once a month?
Okay.
Yeah, I know some
full
other things that
moons,
happen once a month too. Okay, but we're not talking about that today.
Okay, so
You already
the
talked
whirlpool
enough
last
about
once a month.
this one I sent to like several of my favorite people in the world, and it's just
It's
just
a
note.
TikTok?
Yeah, it's a note that somebody.
I'm not on the list.
No, because
Come on.
you're
you
not one
should
of
have
our
been, but
favorite
this like went
people.
to my mom. Like this is like my absolute tops, and it says, it's a note on the top of somebody's lunch, and it says, "Do not eat my lunch. I have 7 shrimp and 4,639 rice."
I've seen that.
I like that. That's
And
good.
I just like if there's anything more the epitome of me, like that's it. So
Are
I've
you,
sent that
like-
to like a number of people.
Are you like saying it's the epitome of you because you like to?
It's like I want my
keep your
shit.
food?
I know. It's just like I'm very like what I
Yeah.
can control. I control. If I bring my lunch to work, it's like we don't have a problem with people stealing lunches around here.
There's
No,
like
it's-
6 people here. I think it'd be pretty
Yeah.
obvious who stole your lunch.
Yeah, it'd be super
Like
funny
yeah,
too.
we don't have like a big lunch.
Michelle, did you take my lasagna?
No, but up until I stocked the fridge,
Sharon.
Up until I stocked the fridge, we had a pop thief.
There's no pop
It was
thieves.
me. It was
It
me.
Oh, it's like I immediately think there's thieves. It's gonna be me.
No, there was one pop thief. It was me. And then I bought
You were stealing Michelle's pop,
yeah, and then I bought 12 cases
Oh.
of pop.
and we now have 400 pops
Plus a
in
pop,
there,
plus a pop machine.
and then now we have a pop machine. You brought that
Do
pop
you
machine.
know that pop machine costs $4.50
What's the
for a
difference for me?
What?
pop? $4.50.
No, that's for the coffee.
The coffee one.
How
is
much are the
$4.50.
Okay, for
They're
for
gonna
me
be
though,
expensive.
here's the difference.
I don't
for
care.
me, here's the
So
difference. I
excited.
can go to that fridge and I can get a free Sprite.
Or you can go downstairs and spend $3 on
Or I
one.
can get one that you or Jossie paid for. That's better for me.
Well, plus, like, has anybody had a working vending machine lately? The freaking
This one's brand
the
new.
golden egg machine at Andover owes me $5.
I was like 1 second late to getting one of the greatest YHH clips of all time. I could not get my phone out and get the camera settings on before she stood up. She's literally down on her knees staring at this golden nugget machine, banging on it. I was like, this is the best content of the
If you
week.
get the key,
You know the claw machine?
but the thing is, you don't even know what you're getting. All the eggs are gold, but then there's like a JBL speaker. There's some like
Oh.
nice stuff. So if you get the key, it might open one of these boxes.
$5.
We were gonna get
Down the
5
drain.
chances.
Yeah, and they got robbed.
They didn't even-
It was one of the greatest scenes
It was like,
ever.
please put in your money. And we were like, we just did.
Oh my God, I
should've
could not
complained.
get camera on quick enough.
I'm not even going back to Andover ever.
Why? Oh, you had a rough
Because of the
morning that
golden
day. You
egg
did have a
machine.
rough morning that day.
Wait, what else happened? I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, you yelled at the Zamboni guy. Like, rule number
Yeah.
one, YHH.
What
Just
a
so you know, rule number one, no matter what the Zamboni guy says goes. And Jossie's trying to become like,
I'm the adult on site.
don't you know who I am?
My boss hired me for something.
Yeah, to be nice to the Zamboni
To
guy
run the
at
Zamboni.
all times.
That guy was
Until
trying
we
not to be.
own our own Zamboni.
He was trying not to be nice to me.
Until we own our own Zamboni and our own rink, you got to be nice to the Zamboni guy.
Okay, pal.
Hey.
Okay, pal. The Zamboni driver just tried to walk all over me, and
I
I
was
accepted
gonna
it.
say-
Sorry.
You
Today. Not today.
I'm
You
a
are too
proponent.
insecure. It is. You have to let
Whoa,
the Zamboni guy. You are.
Whoa,
you
whoa,
cannot go off on the Zamboni guy.
Hierarchy, totem pole, Zamboni guy, me.
No, wait, whoa.
100%
of the
I
time.
disagree
Hang on.
with both of you.
That she's insecure.
No. Well,
There is that.
There is that. Like, don't let them. You just have to be nice to
I
them.
was so
That's-
nice. If that
you
guy
were
said I
not.
yelled
You
at him,
s-
he was
you said,
distorted.
she
Hey.
came at me.
Delusional.
The words "she came at me."
first of all, I've never met someone as insecure and as confident as Jossie in my life. It's very dynamic.
It's a good dynamic. for her.
Multifaceted. They call me multifaceted.
But
Yes.
second of all, I feel like I'm a proponent for the saying of like I'm not going to respect someone unless they respect me. So I feel
golden
like
rule.
if there's someone disrespecting me, even if I'm supposed to be nice to them, I'm not going to be nice to them back.
The golden
There's-
egg machine is metaphorical for the Zamboni guy. I put the $5 in. It didn't f***ing let me play.
Wow.
This is how the interaction with the Zamboni guy went. Bottom line.
Now can we go? How would Tony have handled that?
Yeah.
Tony
been
would have
no
went to the
ice cream. There
Zamboni
would
and
have
went,
been no ice
oh.
cream.
He would have asked a couple questions. He would have been nice to the Zamboni guy because he knows the Zamboni guy could just leave at any time, unplug my entire 4 or 5 game pack
He
here.
already threatened that.
They are in control.
You have to literally smooch their behind. It's rule number 1. Smooch their behind, make them happy.
No, this
Because
guy
the
didn't-
minute you treat them nice, they take care of you. And I took care of that whole thing, and I righted you wrong.
Look, the same number of cuts happened that were going to happen after I let him know how I felt, which was more than he was planning on. You're welcome, pal.
The whole Pell Friday, if it didn't end so great, the whole Pell thing Friday was just a disaster at the beginning, and at the end it was fantastic. You know, you end up with 7 Division I coaches, every WHL team, they came to watch that 2010.
But that's
team.
the thing. You want them to go no cuts all game long. I won't have it. You're not there yet. I'm your back. I'm their guy.
No cuts all game long.
That guy was trying to say he would not cut.
Every two.
Ask
every
Ryan
two,
Maney.
every
They were
two.
doing no cuts. Why do you think I was a dog?
I should have been on time.
He said no cuts.
I
Not
should have been
having
on
it.
time. I was
Yeah.
not on time. Sorry.
No.
When is the last
You
time
sent
you were
me.
on time to something?
You sent
For
me.
hockey, I'm on time, but I had you and
That's
Ryan
the thing.
there.
Why
Like,
did
I
you need to
figured
be
we were
there?
in
I
good,
took care of it.
good hands. Apparently not.
Check.
It wasn't the biggest problem. Wasn't you and the Zamboni driver? It was one of the coaches smacking us around, saying we didn't want a cut of an ice sheet that didn't need to be cut. That was the downer.
When
of
the
whole
coaches
thing.
when the coaches start thinking they're above me on the totem pole,
Yeah, it's a bad.
things get fishy.
It is bad. It is bad. So.
Hey, there's no way around. I'm top of the mound. I'm queen of the mountain. My cup running over. I already told ya. I'm moving fast. You live in the past.
Welcome to the Women's Hockey Podcast. I'm sitting in for a brief stint here. I'm Tony Scott. I got Jossie to my
Whoa,
right.
ho, po.
I know I was letting you in on that one. Okay. And then Kayla's producing. And then we have this other human being across the room sitting next to the Bloomington Jefferson and Player of the Year jerseys, of which she still owns one. She has one. It's Olivia King, the 2019 Girls Goalie of the Year, Olivia King.
She's in podcast training.
Yes, she is. She's in media training. I think she's doing a heck
She
of a
already
job
knows
at
the
it.
media.
She is.
We
She's
don't
good
have
at it.
PR training here, so
Yes, we do. There's a video.
that
Yeah.
is editing training.
Yeah, we have
PR?
that too.
No.
No.
None of
we
us
don't.
would pass that.
PR.
No,
right.
none of it.
I would definitely get canceled.
Okay, so today we're going to do a little ditty, a little news and info. We'll take it into an interview with Jamie Nelson. that Olivia, were you in the meeting?
I was.
You were producing?
I
So it was
just spoke
Jamie.
a little nonsense at
It was
the
just
end.
Jamie and Olivia here.
Exactly, a real interview.
I'm excited to hear that one.
Yeah.
Also, Peter's not here because he's at his honeymoon, so we'll have to ask
In
about
Scotland.
Well, so that's the thing.
Scotland.
Well, that's what, like, I have been asking Tony. It's been my 2-year anniversary at the business here, but over a year on this
It's a
pod,
miracle.
I've been asking Tony to be on the Wohopo 100 times.
I've been in it a few times, sneaking underneath the cameras.
You do always make an appearance,
grabbing a piece of paper.
but like a full-fledged.
coming in to ask if we're done yet.
Are you done? Let's go.
Okay, wait, and you came on the one time when the St. Thomas coach stepped
Yeah,
away, but
you did. You
little
did
PR
guess.
training.
You did
Bethany?
guess.
PR training.
Yeah,
when
no.
Joel stepped out.
You came in to give your expert opinion.
Oh, yeah. Good memory. I didn't
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Well, of course, I remember the first time you ever came on my pod.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Jesus.
On my
Come on.
Kayla, please
oh.
go that. Okay. So
You have
yeah,
to start. We have to start shouting out Joe now. He does
I know.
all our
He's
clips.
got
He's doing great.
so
Joey
many.
memes is the best.
He
I don't
is.
think
He's
I can
doing
make
so
it.
great.
I don't think I can make it to the Halloween party though.
Is it the 25th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a rough weekend for me. That's a rough. I don't know. I went to his birthday,
I know.
and it was still one of the highlights of my summer.
That was such a fun night though.
Where his Halloween party is actually in St.
St.
Cloud.
Cloud.
Though.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I
Too many commitments.
Joe texted me this week, like his cousin's daughter tried out for Team Minnesota. And so I kind of remember the name, like there's no way they're related. And it turns out they are. And
we got
then
a
I think,
memes.
and I
We got a
th- I
memes on
think
Team
she-
Minnesota.
Yeah, and yeah.
Her last name's memes.
And I think, yeah. Yeah, she'd be like, yeah, memes.
memes.
Whatever her name is memes. Her last name is now, it's not Ojan, it's memes. I love it. So apparently, I think, were you at the Fall Classic and PWHL Challenge on Sunday or on Saturday when the rules, like the tiebreakers? It was
so.
Michelle and I. There was
No.
all these tiebreakers, and one team didn't get in, and Italy didn't get in, and Netherlands, and whatever. And I'm pretty sure that Joey Memes' cousin's daughter was on the team that got out, and I probably bristled at Joey Memes' cousins, and I apologize
Yeah, sorry.
to her. But when the rules are made and they're interpreted one way, we're not.
Well,
turning back.
everybody that stands to benefit tries to tell you their interpretation
Yeah.
of the rules
Yeah.
in that one 45-minute span. Like nine out of the 1,000 parents have already done all the math 4 ways, and so they're like, "Look, we know how this.
It's either
we
going to come
know
down
that."
to this or that.
And then
right?
you're like, "Well, I'll just let you know in a few minutes. We'll just put it on the internet."
Yeah.
when we're done.
We didn't.
And every parent is convinced that they're not biased. They
Yeah,
are
they're
not.
like, well,
They're
I read the
least
rules.
biased
This is how it
person.
works.
Yeah,
They
I've
are
already
the least biased person. You
I've
should
already
probably
looked
trust
into
them.
it, so I can show you
I
my
had-
math.
I had one parent use the word, "This is total garbage." I'm like, wow.
Like,
We
sorry.
went to garbage. I mean, went
Do you
straight
ever
to the
feel?
garbage.
Do you ever feel like you reached a new level of importance though because you didn't realize how much Fall Classic and Pee Wee Challenge mattered? To
I
you?
love it.
I can't
actually
even
love
believe
it.
people are playing hockey that weekend. Get fucking real.
Oh, wow.
Most of them have been like training 16 consecutive weeks. They've done a couple of away camps, 3 AAA tournaments, and it's the weekend before tryouts. Can we get like an Apple Orchard weekend? And instead, we're like, how about another 5 hockey games?
IIHF
Wow,
sponsored
just
Apple.
dissing on the Fall Classic now. Thanks, appreciate
I know,
that.
I totally coached
You
it.
and Peter.
I didn't miss a minute of it, but
Yeah.
still, like, I'm just saying.
Also, like, we're going to have a YHH sponsored event that's not a hockey tournament. It's just going to be
I
picking
love that idea.
apples.
Apples.
I love that.
Get all the teams to
Wait,
love
we've
it.
got a YHH employee with an apple farm, I think.
I don't know who that is.
Dropbox.
Dropbox. That's something you deleted. Is this?
Oh, she's talking about
Amy.
Amy.
She does. She
Wow.
does.
Yep.
Do they have apples?
I don't know.
I know they have pumpkins.
Probably
I
pumpkins.
don't
It's
know.
that
I
time
I know
of
they
year.
got pumpkins.
That
Pumpkins
time
and
of year.
corn. Pumpkins and corn.
We need to get her in on
Thanks
the
for
next
reminding
summit.
me of that.
We need
I
to
gotta
get,
go out there.
Yeah, get her in on the next
I'm
summit.
gonna go out there and
Where
get
is
some
it?
pumpkins.
Loop her in.
What's that?
Where's her pumpkin?
Like Elmo.
Okay, so I just saw
Afton kinda area.
that kid. I was doing the Woodbury Pee-wee tryouts.
Which one?
They just both
They both
kids
made it.
AA.
I know.
And Marta.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
Marta made
damn,
it.
she was good.
I know. Marta
I didn't
made
miss
it.
a minute of those Pee-wee tryouts, and
Yep.
I was a fan.
Marta Tignicko was a star, all tournament team in the Squirtacular last year, and
Wait, wasn't there a girl on both teams?
I don't remember that. Who did they beat?
Or wait, where
don't
else did
think so.
Marta play? Did she play NAIF? She told me she doesn't play like.
No, she played in Stars of Tomorrow and was all tournament team for that too.
There was a game I watched where it was I can't remember what it was.
Well,
She
the only
wasn't
other
playing a boys'
girl
team.
squirt last year that was really good would have been Haley Rosenthal from Roseville.
So
they,
that
I
must
didn't,
have
they,
been
they
a
weren't in the
Woodbury,
Squirtacular.
Roseville
They weren't in the
matchup.
Squirtacular, but maybe if they played each other.
Dude,
sure.
watch out for Woodbury and the Squirtacular again. I'm also doing their squirt tryouts.
Really? Oh, that's a shocker.
There's
This
3,000
This just in.
squirts.
Woodbury's going to be good at squirts.
I know,
They've only
they're
been in
so
the,
freaking
I think they've been
cute.
in the finals. I think, God, I'd like to see their stretch run of finals.
At the Squirtacular.
I think they finally won it. This is their
And they split into
no,
two
they
A
won it
teams.
twice. In what? Squirts?
In Woodbury,
Squirts?
they said they have two A teams.
Yeah, they've had two for a
Yeah,
couple
and
years.
that's really impressive.
Couple years there, and one of them made it to the finals.
Right, I was there.
That's impressive.
Wait, didn't they win that year?
They did last year. Dane Hensler was the
But
kid.
like two.
COVID year, they won two. But Beckett Schilling scored the game-winning goal.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Like my first,
Beat Joey Cullen's team.
my first Squirtacular at this company, Woodbury won.
No, you are not employed here yet. It was in 2021.
Who won in
You-
23?
I
Who won in
have no
24?
idea. I don't know.
What year is it?
Chaska Chan.
So
I can't keep track of them all.
This is
Shaq-
also not the youth pod, just in case you're
Okay, yeah, over it. I
hey,
know. I'm
this
just.
is-
Well, we were
this
talking about
is
the
a show-
apple farms.
I'm just kidding.
This is a show
Wait, this is a
produced
show about
by
women's hockey.
YHH.
Tony, quit getting us
can
off topic.
As long as we're talking about
We're
hockey,
always on topic on the Woho Poet.
Yeah,
Oh.
you
You're
could
just
stop talking
taking
about
us
Stop.
everything
That's
else.
the
for
biggest
God's
lie
sake.
ever.
There's people that want to know
that's
stuff
the
about
biggest
women's
lie
freaking
ever.
hockey.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
okay.
You're
So
over there
let's-
talking about nothing.
let's-
For the future, let's tell everyone that. So we're gonna have Olivia King in a segment. First of all, it's not gonna be Tony. It's gonna be Peter Jossi, in the main segment with PWHL, with pro news, world news, that type of stuff.
and we'll
then-
shed our insight with you.
Oh yeah,
life
just
insight.
life insight. We'll give you updates
Yep.
on Jossie's dating life. and
I
all
love
stuff.
that. I love that.
That's the most important segment of our pod. Also, updates on reality
Oui.
TV we're watching. That's also really important to our
One?
pod. I said updates on the reality TV we're watching. That's also a really important
okay.
segment
Good.
of our pod.
Good.
And then
I'm glad I'm not on this show.
and
I have nothing to share.
You'd be the star.
about reality
have nothing to
TV
share.
or Jossie's dating life.
The reality TV is my life. That
You can give us
reality
updates
TV.
on how much Debbie hates you for being gone all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
on the
thanks.
My Dating segment, it's
Yeah.
literally just the audio of the crickets. You know, like
Yeah.
we all just sit quietly and then it's the cricket noise, and then we resume
So
back.
more dating news.
Or it's actually like just Jossie reading text messages from some crazy woman.
Oh my God, I miss her. She hasn't texted in a few months.
I like that.
And then we'll either cut to an interview, potentially. Olivia will probably join in on interviews and Jossie. And then we will go to the NCAA segment with Olivia and Jossie.
Yeah, and we're just kind of trial and erroring some things because we want to serve you people.
Yeah.
All of our loyal listeners.
So the way I see it, it's going to be the old WoHo interview by Olivia doing professional journalism.
Right, somebody who knows
followed
what they're
by
doing.
real Olivia and real Jossie talking about college hockey.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Is
like
that
It's
like
a good
both
show.
their Twitter handles, or why are you saying real?
Oh, because it's there. She's here to talk about hockey. The rest of the stuff you talk about is mostly nonsense.
Oh.
So there's
Fair
like the
point.
fake hockey pod, and then there's the real hockey pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we
and I
have
feel
like
like
a-
Olivia could dabble a little in
not
both,
lure
too.
her in.
Olivia could dabble in
Do
both.
not bring her. I've warned her about you guys.
I know.
This
She's
is
been
part
strong.
of the contract. I said you're being paid per episode. So the more
To
you get
keep her
lured
on
in,
track.
Have you seen
the
us play golf
less-
together?
I know, but here's my point. I said to her, I go, you're gonna get paid per episode. So
Not per
if
hour.
they lure you in for 11 hours, you're gonna make divided by 11.
Yeah, you're
if you
making
can get in
$1
and get
an
out
hour.
for an hour, you're gonna make a lot
You can
more.
crank this out.
hot take.
Your
though.
value's higher.
Hot take. This is probably the only thing I would do for YHH if I wasn't getting paid.
Yeah.
It's a fun pod to be a part of. So.
The rest you hate.
Well,
Basically.
I don't join.
Basically.
I don't join in on those as often, right?
Yeah, we
I
need
feel like
Kayla.
when you were on the boys pod, you were a willing participant. in content.
Willing. maybe when you guys make
They
fun
always
of
say she
Lakeville
was willing.
South, you guys just make fun of Lakeville South, and then I have to chime in.
Yeah. Trying to.
We're just making sure you were listening. That's all.
I'm
But you're
falling
involved-
asleep on the chair.
You're involved in the youth pod a little bit.
I am, but I just
the
feel
girls'
like
high school pod.
this pod I can give some insights because I'm at the PW.
What I was gonna say, you
I
could
agree. I agree with
you
that.
photograph a lot of games, so then you have a lot of good.
I have
input.
more. I have
She's-
actual input.
I'm not sure did you shoot pictures?
Or you video.
Just do video. I thought you just did video.
Yeah.
See, I'm not even. I don't even know the
just do
difference.
video.
That's like a non-hockey player like trying to figure out if you're a left wing or a right wing. Like I'm like Kayla's at the games with the thing.
With
It's
the camera.
expensive.
With
Well,
the thing.
to be fair,
That I don't even get to touch.
No.
I wouldn't even be able to transport it.
No.
yeah, on the list of IIHF employees, I'd give my camera to.
You'd be
I'm low.
low.
Totem pole is bottom.
I look at that.
But you know, I can carry a lot on my shoulders.
I look at that $6,000-7,000 piece of equipment sitting on my dining room table, going, I should let you.
Insurance.
I've literally said that 3 or 4 times. I should let you. No.
3 words. Insurance.
I'd put the
thing's gonna have
safety
peanut
strap
butter
on
on
it
it.
first. I'd for sure do that.
Look, I'd be like, no
There would be
thanks.
peanut butter.
I
on
give
it
like-
when
Yeah,
it came
for
back.
sure.
I give
You
like
know.
Jake's
Gummy bears.
7-year-old cousin my camera, so I'm pretty sure I would give you my camera, but you're still lower on that list.
I have
Yeah.
a really nice camera.
That'll do. Okay, where are we going from here?
Yeah, this is a show about
Are you the
WoHo.
news?
Could you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's WoHo this thing.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
wait. Have we told our fans that the league turned into 6 teams? I don't even
We
know
did,
if
'cause
we
we-
did that.
6, 8.
Right, 8.
We did.
It went
We
back to
did.
6.
Yeah.
Aha, Seattle, you don't have a
Tricked
franchise.
you. Wait,
We
but
had
they don't
a
have
pod.
names yet.
Sucker.
We had a pod after the draft.
A mega
remember?
summer pod.
We
Yeah.
No, that was just a women's. We did a women's one with you, Peter, and I about the draft. We talked about like
Got it. Okay.
who got drafted and
Well,
stuff.
now last week the headlines are like the circulating gossip is that they're going to potentially expand by 4 teams this year.
To 12?
To
next,
12.
Are you talking about next, like after this season?
12.
Yeah.
That's what the
Oof.
that's what the hubbub was about.
That would mean 120 more players.
But they're all over the place. They're everywhere.
Hmm.
I mean, seriously though, like there's a lot of talented players. Like, no, you're right. The top level is
You're
still
right that it would water it down, but it would only water it down for however many years. That would give so many more young players incentive to keep playing. Like if you're not at the top, you would be incentivized to play like longer, I feel like.
Right.
If there's more opportunities for you
Well,
to play.
okay. As a proponent of growth of the game, I'm 100% agree with you, Kayla, and I don't know if I would be able to tell the difference in the quality of play if they added 4 more teams. But where in the H are they going to get the money
Yeah.
for all those
Good point.
salaries and all those buildings? I mean, they're already bleeding money.
But
I
then
mean,
why
this
would
is-
they even float it? Why are they even talking about it if they don't
I
like you know what I
don't
mean? If it
know.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
something that was
Who
feasible.
knows who's floating it? But
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna say who.
think about the travel. Think about
yeah.
Right.
exponentially that gets really expensive. But
Feels
hey,
like a good idea to like see how the 2 teams go.
yeah. I mean, I agree. I
Just
mean,
a professional.
How about
opinion.
let's get them names?
like
Good start.
Wait,
I don't think
we just got a schedule.
like if you added more women's hockey programs or more men's hockey programs in NCAA, I don't think the product would look, that much different, appreciably different. I don't think it would look that much different on the women's side. I really don't. But like, isn't this a business? I mean, it's already losing money, and we're going to add, what would that be? It'd be like adding 50% more expense to
Yeah.
your business
So
overnight.
yeah, either they're just machinations or like
I
I
don't
said,
know.
or there's somebody that stands
But
there's some
As long as we're on the topic, and this is a podcast, and we need to fill some air, where would be the audience? I mean, obviously Chicago would be the next most, right?
I like Chicago, but I don't think it's in the running. I think
Wasn't-
Philadelphia,
Wasn't Peter talking about like Detroit?
Colorado,
Detroit,
Colorado
Quebec
did-
City.
Colorado.
They did really
yes,
well.
They did really
Denver.
well.
really well
Yes.
They did really well, and it's
In the rivalry series.
Yeah, they did a really good job. So I would think Denver would be in there.
That was
think
one of the most
Denver,
highest
Detroit,
attended ones.
Is it
Yeah.
Pittsburgh I'm thinking of?
I can't remember.
Pittsburgh has a really good female hockey,
And then Quebec
community.
City. I think those are your 4.
Really, Quebec City, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They already are. They're already in Montreal. Oh, it'd be good for travel though.
It's great for travel. Plus, they had the highest attended
Oh
Did they?
yeah,
of the
they did.
takeover tour.
I'm all for just who can. I don't care what the city is. It could be Birmingham, Alabama. If
they're going to show up.
If they got a full barn.
Well, they like
for
the
these women
fans
to
in
play.
North Carolina. They like the fans in Nashville.
Yeah.
There's a few markets but then we'll see some of that this season. There'll be a few takeover tour games this season, plus the rivalry series or like pre-Olympics.
Is Detroit known for women's hockey?
No.
They've got a robust girls.
So why
They
is
do,
that
girls
talked
program.
about?
They do, but they don't have an NCAA Division I program.
No, they don't.
In
But
the whole
Michigan's,
state.
what Sadie told us when she was on our pod that Michigan
It's getting
was
close?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. That would be incredible.
Michigan, they're
How
doing the study.
sweet.
They're almost done with the study.
How sweet would it look?
Yeah.
Michigan uniforms. They would have a Big Ten then.
Interestingly, though, it sounds like they've got a really old school, like old boys club perspective, like in Michigan, like from
No, I mean that's
From
the whole
the
Red.
rumblings-
That's the Red Berenson effect. He was
right, like the rumblings in my women's communities are just like the women's hockey has not been celebrated.
it's going to be
I
I would say if you've ever been to Yost Arena, it's going to be tough. Like where are we going to put, 30 more skaters and house them? It's not the sweetest.
Right,
facility.
it's not your like Wisconsin or some of your schools that are like
It's not
more than
like-
happy to embrace a women's program.
Yeah,
This is going to be
it's
like
gonna
these
be
girls
a
are going to be
little
fighting for their air.
At first, at Yost, it would be a little bit, square peg, round hole because there's not a lot of
Right.
space. It's an old
But who wouldn't
building.
want to play for Michigan?
Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. Then they could have a Big Ten, right?
A ponytail hanging out of those helmets.
Yeah, they could have a Big Ten. They could have, they could have Penn State, and
Right.
Wisconsin, Minnesota. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool.
So speaking of the schedule being released, they said they are having 120 games this season versus 90 last season and 72 the year before.
Right.
So that's 30 more games.
Wait, is that in the whole league?
120? Yes. in
It's the
whole
same
league.
number of regular season games, though, I believe, but just because they've added two more teams.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So 30 more games.
So I
It's
think
more
you can
more
see.
ads to sell.
Yeah, so with the dropping of the
More
schedule, though,
markets.
this was like the first time everybody kind of got the gist of when their international calendar will
So the
match
international calendar was changed after the schedule released, or the news of the international.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they discussed. Like, hey,
Obviously, yeah.
we
It's
have
It's been
all
on
the
the
best
docket
players
for years. They've been
So-
talking about it for years because it's a disaster.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
the
yeah.
schedule, the first game of the season, though, is November 21st, and it's a doubleheader. And the first game is at the newly named Grand Casino Arena at 7 p.m., Frost versus the Scepters, and then followed by a PWHL Seattle versus Vancouver game. So it's the two new teams right after.
Same night?
Same night, and it's scheduled for a later time slot, so you can actually watch
Both games. I like that. That's got a good ring to it.
I feel like that's a good idea too.
That's a great
Like
idea.
people are already watching.
I can't wait to
Frost.
see their uniforms.
I know. I bet they'll be the same as like the Minnesota was at the
Year
beginning.
ones?
Because they don't have names. They're not gonna like.
How do
Oh,
they
I love
not
it. They
have
will. It'll
names?
just be
It'll just
Vancouver.
be like I feel like they'll just.
Vancouver.
They have to brand, and branding is hard when you're branding a whole team.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be hard.
You gotta copyright all that.
Tell you
stuff
what,
and-
the British Columbia flag in the state, in the province, where Vancouver sits, it is so cool. Like I would be building on that. Just like the Maryland flag is super cool. Like you
Yeah.
gotta like build on the flag.
Well, it depends if you get marketing geniuses or if you like Twitter poll
AI.
your friends. Yeah, or like use AI. Like
Yeah.
depends on what you're gonna get.
No,
That's what I hope they use. I hope they just use AI to make their jerseys.
so do I.
Genius idea.
So do I. I think it's a great idea.
I think they should use the Cracker Barrel logo.
Where do you come from?
Because the Cracker Barrel logo was updated, and everyone
I
was
know.
like, "This
People
logo
hated it.
sucks." It's like Cracker Barrel is not supposed to be modernized.
They tried to though.
Why are you modernizing Cracker Barrel?
It's
That's like
supposed
the
to be
worst,
old.
That is the worst marketing decision.
I thought so too. I was like, what?
Let's modernize Cracker Barrel.
Let's make it a little more healthy. Like, who's going
That's
to
who.
Cracker
That's who
Barrel?
goes to Cracker Barrel. The people who
Yeah.
want to be healthy.
Healthy.
I've
Yeah.
literally never been
Yep.
there.
Me either.
Is there even one in the Twin Cities?
There used to be one in Woodbury. I feel like I went to one
I
once.
feel like there was one in Lake.
It was like
I'll
after,
tell you what though, the reason I didn't go is because of that stupid logo. Like it's a stump barrel with a guy.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
not going there.
No, I think
If
That looks
you're
lame.
gonna take the barrel out of the Cracker Barrel logo, it's
Yeah.
the number one.
It speaks for
I
itself.
think I went there once, but it was after a baseball tournament. So, we were in between 4 hours, and we were hungry, and we're like, let's go to Cracker Barrel.
Wait, was it the whole team or just your family?
No, I was coached, but I was a non-parent coach. So
Yeah, if it's
Is
the
it a
whole
myself
team.
buffet?
and the non-parent coach. Yeah, I think it was.
Like it was a safety.
No,
meeting.
Old Country Buffet. That's what I went to.
Oh,
not Cracker Barrel.
CP.
Yeah.
I also have not been to one.
And
of
that,
those.
and that
my
was
God.
one and done for me. I went to that. I was like, ugh.
There was an
I
old
felt-
country buffet in Lakeville when I was a kid, and my
Yeah.
parents just refused.
There's-
They're like, no, it's
No.
gross.
There's one
Yep.
reasonable buffet in this entire world, and it's that 98 pounds over.
I've
at
never been.
98
Never
and,
been.
and Norman,
Never
or whatever
been.
Old Chicopee
Wait.
Road.
That was
shit's
literally
good.
0.5 miles from our
Chinese-
We
office.
used to
Never
save
been.
up money
No.
just to go there
No.
once a month
Never
in
been
high
there.
school.
Chinese buffets are the acceptable buffets, in my opinion.
You go now. All right, so
I'm
That's-
cutting that out.
What's that?
I'm cutting that out.
You can't say that.
Why? It's a comedic bit.
Don't cut it out.
It's a well-known
busted
comedic
him.
bit. Sorry.
We busted
I'm
him.
calling Sharon.
PR.
Sorry.
Get
It's
the
a
PR
It's
training.
a well-documented
I don't
comedic
think you
bit.
should cut it out, Kayla.
You go now.
Now I have to cut out 2 things.
You've been here for a while. I love that.
that
It's a
from?
great. What's that?
What's it
It's a
from?
comedian. He was he's this bit, and he was kind of
Talking about buffets.
he was a fat guy, and it was his joke. I would go to this buffet, and
They would tell
and
you
the
like,
owner came in. He goes, "You go now. You've been here for
You've
an
been here for an
hour."
hour.
I think it's funny. I thought it was funny. Sorry.
Back to hockey.
Hockey. Oh yeah, this is a podcast about women's hockey.
So you guys we didn't address it enough that they're changing. It's basically they sent out I was just reading it from my emails that I get from the PWHL that the IIHF Women's World Championship will move to November.
Yeah, so
Of
that's fantastic in 2026.
6.
Which is fantastic
Yes.
because the last several years it's been in May. Is that
May.
right?
It's
It's
right
split
during
right down the middle.
during.
It screws up playoffs
It's
for the
right
PWHL.
before playoffs.
And
It's
I-
like the worst time to cut
It's
it.
a great decision because now all the best players in the world can continue to play in a normal
Both.
pace.
Yeah.
This would be a great tournament leading up to
Yeah.
the PWHL season. So
Yep.
now people are watching the Worlds. Now
Yep.
they can go watch their favorite players play for
Yeah.
their Scepters
And it's not
or
like
Vancouver
it's
or
not
whatever.
like the PWHL is only Americans
No,
playing. It's,
correct.
It's
Well,
so many
speaking of
people.
which,
Correct.
I read they're going to replace the IIHF Women's Worlds with some sort of European
yes,
showcase.
there is, in addition,
At the
a
same
new
time.
European Women's Championship is set to start in April 2027.
So those European players then
I don't know.
maybe it's your
Who's playing
NCAA.
in that?
Maybe your NCAA players.
After their season
Right.
gets over.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
their goal is basically
kind of
to
like a World
get-
Juniors.
Yeah.
Their goal
A
is
U20.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like that.
Yep.
That'd be super cool.
to
But
get
is it-
more visibility.
But
for
is there an
European
American team or
players.
is that just a
There's
European?
that- I'm down with that. If you're not in the PWHL and you're good enough to make your World Juniors team, why couldn't you go play
Go
after
showcase
your
after
college
your college
season?
season. Yep.
I love that. Don't interrupt the college season.
No,
hate
I know the
that.
college season's already interrupted enough.
I hate that.
I don't
like that.
interrupting of any seasons. Like it's just so. It's
I'm
just
okay
such
with
a
Olympics
vibe
every
killer.
4 years. I'm okay Olympics every 4 years.
It's such a vibe killer. Like
Well, they're already
WHL.
interrupting both the men's and women's professional leagues will be interrupted by the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
And college, for that matter. If you Abby Murphy and Caroline Harvey
Yeah,
and a
but
few of those kids.
Don't
Yeah.
you just think like, oh, the Olympics is like actually so fun though? Like I feel
I agree,
like
it's worth
I'm
it.
not saying the IIHF isn't worth it, but like
No.
it's not worth it to cut the season.
No.
But yeah, like the Olympics
is
are once
fun.
every 4 years,
Yeah.
but then every single season's interrupted for some whatever
Yeah.
reason. Like, yeah, let's make it, if it's a circumstance like the Olympics, justifiable. Otherwise,
Yeah.
let's play for our team.
I have a question.
Is that why you were raising your hand?
Yeah, bring it. Thanks for being patient,
you,
Tony.
You have
yes.
IIHF is on the docket. And because we're doing some stuff, Youth Hockey Hub is doing some stuff for the World Juniors that's coming here to the Twin Cities. I think we followed the IIHF. We follow them, and some of their tweets are so bizarre.
Like unhinged.
Like, what is going on? What am I watching here? So if you go on Twitter, you can go pick it up right now. John, it's so funny. Like, they just announced for the men's worlds in April or May or whenever men's worlds is, they have a song for the men's worlds. And they hired some artist who sings in English. And he's rocking it out. It's like a full-fledged, like, Monday Night Football, studio video. What is going on? Let's
Wow.
stick to hockey.
That
The,
just
the IIHF Global Hockey Forum explored how to attract, engage, and inspire the next generation
Yes.
of fans.
This just gives me so many ideas.
This
I
looks
think
like a
we should have
church.
a youth hockey hub anthem.
I love that.
I'm
Yes.
gonna produce it and
Yes.
sing it.
You're gonna
Yes.
sing it?
Oh my God! Can
I'm
I
a
do
horrible
the
singer.
what's the one that
We do need a song. We do need a song.
What's that called?
What is-
Tambourine?
is that a tambourine?
Yeah,
That's what
I
that
play
is?
the triangle.
I want the one that's as easy as can be, but I'm in.
I'm
like
playing
I'm
the
making the
triangle.
most
Jossie
noise.
and I were just joking that you hire us for like tournament planning, and then like we're doing like crazy stuff like hiding wires in the walls.
Yeah,
like,
suddenly I'm an electrician, a construction worker. You should have seen me last
building
week.
those shelves.
Welcome to YHH.
So basically, we're just gonna start a band now.
I love this idea, but I just thought it was the weirdest thing ever.
It is really
A
funny.
week before, if you go on their Twitter, a week before they held a summit about branding for growing the game. Okay, I have one more. This is just this will be me. I may come unhinged here. Okay. This goes out to all governing bodies that use the term grow the game. They're not growing the game. You're talking about the most elite players playing the most elite stuff does not grow the game. You know what grows the game? Getting on your hands and knees and tying some kid's skates at Roseville or at Armstrong or Jefferson or Winona or Wilmer. That's growing the game. You know,
I found
using the
mine-
term grow the game
no,
as an
the
excuse.
IIHF had the mascot naming contest.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
More
grew the game on our
frivolous-
pod.
I grew.
Frivolous crap. That's what this is. Frivolous crap.
Tory.
This
Let's
is a
use the
perfect
money
example.
to grow the game, and let's tie some more skates at Bloomington Ice Garden
This
Yeah,
is
no,
the
right?
perfect
Like-
and the
example,
Roseville
Tony,
Oval.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
of
Let's
your
grow the game.
of your point. This is a perfect example and something I don't want to do in YHH. They had a global hockey forum run.
Yeah.
They ran.
A 5K?
Yeah.
Get real.
Like nobody cares.
No, we're doing that for YHH too. We're just gonna do everything.
The
It'd be like a-
IIHF was starting to feel irrelevant. They're like,
starting-
we gotta
we're starting a
find
run.
blue ocean water
we
here.
gotta
We
come
gotta
up with something though. It has to be like
Crack the
much
code.
shorter than 5K.
We're not
A
running a
0.5K. A 0.5K.
donuts at the end.
I love
Just
that.
run into the vending machine.
We just
downstairs.
had the YHH 0.5K. It was awesome. It was incredible. How far is that? I don't know, like 600 yards. Good. You can walk and
600
run.
What even would be a 0.5K?
I don't know, but it's going to be awesome.
I
Yeah.
always make the joke like if anyone sees me running, they should run too. So
Yeah,
I will
like you're in
not. I will
trouble.
not be participating in the run. I don't
It's
run.
really
Wait a minute.
short.
They just had the Twin Cities Marathon this
They
weekend.
did, and I
My
accidentally
s-
ran into it.
My brother's fiance was. You did.
no, like not run it, like not
Yeah.
run in it.
Yeah.
I don't
My
run.
brother's fiance ran in it, and I drove and found a spot on the side of the track and found
My
her.
house is very close to part of it.
Really?
So I like was
It
driving
is.
and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a car.
Yeah, these people are crazed.
I did the 10 miler once.
Oof.
And a good story. I ran with a guy. We trained for it for a few weeks or whatever. And the Saturday before, we went out and ran the whole 10 miles around the lakes, in the Minneapolis lakes. He kicked my butt. He beat me by like,
Is it the same guy that stretches you?
nope, different guy. He beat me by a good 2 minutes, right? And we
In a
got
10
and then-
miler?
I was like, that's like barely anything in
It's like-
10 mile.
Okay, but then the best part about it is, then we got put in gates, and I got put in a gate ahead of his, and I'm like, I am not letting
gonna
him
lap you.
pass me. He's gonna pass me, right?
No, not a chance.
So the entire 10 mile, I ran for my life. Not
Yeah,
let that
you
guy
not
pass
get
me.
PR.
PR.
He's
And I
like
beat-
6-minute
And
miles.
I beat him by like 6 minutes from the week before. I'm like, how did
you're
I
running
beat you?
from him.
I was running from him
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yep, he's not catching me.
So it was 82 minutes.
For
in
the
10
10 miler?
miles. It was 82, and he was 86.
8:20. That's
was-
still. I
that's-
was expecting more
That's
like a
good.
6:30 or 7:30.
I can't even run 1
Yeah.
mile in 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
it was
good.
10 miles. It was running for my life. I'd done it 10K and then done it at, which is 6 miles. I did that at 50, so it was right around the 8 minutes.
I did the Ragnar.
Oh boy, here we go. And I broke the world record.
No, like I didn't really train to run because like
I
you,
didn't do
Kayla,
any
I'm
training
not like a
and
fan
beat-
of running.
And
Yeah.
ran way faster than
No,
you.
but you know what I did though? When I ran it, when I did my mile, like when I did my legs, I did it like a hockey game. So if my leg was going to be like an hour, I would do like a 45-second 6:30 pace, and then I would walk 45 seconds.
Oh.
Yep.
or like 90 seconds. I did like a 1 to 3 work to rest ratio. Ended up with like a 9:20
You're
mile
just doing
average.
sprints.
Yeah, I just sprinted. I was on crutches for like 2 days after, but like I did my part.
That's good. I did a half marathon. Speaking of my legs were sore, I did a half Ironman. Like it was the week before Hadley was born, so it was 2004. That's how I remember it. And I was so sore that day. That day I was sore, not just like the next day. So I went to get a massage. I'm like, I got a massage. I was 1 hour in. She was all right, we're done. I'm like, I need you to go another hour. Can you do that?
I'm gonna need a full on.
And I did not have a lot of money at this time.
No.
I had 3 kids and
It
a
is
baby,
$700
diapers,
massage, yeah.
formula, the whole deal. I'm like,
God.
I need you to go another hour.
Keep going.
After the hour, 2 hours of massage, I walked out of there like 100%.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Oh,
It was
no
brand
way.
new. It was unbelievable. Like she just squeezed all the bad out. It was great.
Before
All of it out,
we move on to our interview, I'm telling you my athletic feat since
I love
you
it.
guys both told me.
You did play basketball in high school,
No.
didn't you? All right, sorry.
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
No, not that
Okay,
either.
all right.
So I was in cross country skiing.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like which
Yeah.
is a
Were
sport.
you a letter winner?
Yeah, I am.
All right, good. All right.
This is a sport for people with endurance. Like,
Yes.
it is one of the hardest sports.
Oh, wait. Can I just interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
Did you know that Kayla's friend group was more of the endurance?
They
athletes?
called us the endurance clique.
I feel like you told me that once, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
What clique has a
Woo.
freaking nickname, the endurance
It was a
clique?
football player that called us that because we just hung
He
out
just
with
looked
runners.
over at your lunch table. You all had the carrots
Yep.
and shit.
The
and he was just
endurance
like,
clique.
Oh, it's the
We
endurance
thought it
clique.
was so funny that we had
Yeah.
a nickname, so we
Yeah.
just like adopted it. But
Like
All right,
that.
back to
I like
your
that.
athletic feet here.
I literally was so bad at cross country skiing, like so bad. Like the girls would ski before the boys one year, like they would switch off every year, and I would get passed by boys, like
Who were coming like the next race.
They
yeah.
were in the next race.
You got lapped.
Like I was so bad, but I was on varsity because you needed like 8 people, and we only had 8 people,
You're
so I was
in.
on varsity. So there was this one race
The
that
endurance
was a JV race, and they don't really do those. And we're like, yeah, Kayla, you're gonna ski the JV race, and I was the only one for my team. There were 11. Normally these races are like 50 people. There were 11 skiers, and the state, like the high school league,
Yeah.
brought 10 medals. 10 medals
For 11 skiers.
for 11 skiers.
Why is the JV race getting medals?
they-
Just out of curiosity.
Because normally skiing has a lot of people, so it's like being top 10 is like good.
Yeah.
Out of 50, yeah.
Yeah, like
20%. We
but,
give about
but
20%.
normally we don't get medals. It was just a special thing because the JV doesn't normally get their own races. It was like
Yeah.
a special JV
Yeah.
event. They brought 10 medals. My coach was like, probably in his head, he didn't tell me this. He was like, she's not going to get a medal. That's 100% what he thought. So he went in because it was hosted at the school that it was
Keep
hosted
going.
at
This
the
is so good.
It was hosted at the school that we skied at. So my coach went in to the school. He took an old wrestling medal. He crossed off wrestling, and he wrote 11th place on it. It was like this random wrestling medal. So I'm in this, and I'm invested. I'm like, I'm a competitive person.
I'm getting
I'm
one of these
I'm really bad, but I was like, I'm not getting that 11th place. Like, I'm not getting a medal because I didn't know this fake wrestling medal existed.
Right.
So I'm skiing so hard, and there's 2 girls behind me, and I'm like, if I beat these girls, I'll get the 9th place medal. Like, I need to beat them.
I'm getting nervous.
I'm
here.
in
You're doing a
front
good
of
job
them.
telling the story.
I'm in front of them the whole time. I'm like, I know I'm getting one of these.
How many
medals.
yards away are you to the finish line?
Well, it's like a 5K, so
oh God, here we go. Back to math again.
it's a 5K, so it's about
Probably about 0.5K
3.5
left.
miles.
Do you have 0.5 to go?
I'm so confident, and all my friends were like really good friends in high
Cowbell?
school. They're like cheering for me hard because I cheer for
Kayla.
them really hard.
Yeah.
So they're cheering for me really hard. They see me coming. They're like, yeah. I ski in, and they're like, I'm like, where are those girls? Like, I never
They
got
quit.
passed by
They
them.
quit.
They cheated.
No.
They cut a
No
little loop off.
way.
But get this, they found out that they cheated. So I got 3 medals.
What? 9th, 10th, and
In
11th?
the 11th place. So I kept all 3 medals, and it was like the best day of my life. My team was like cheering for me, like, because I got 3 medals, and they were like
They
joking, like
cheated.
they were joking that I don't think they meant to cheat.
The best story
They were joking like, "Oh wow, we've skied, but we've never won 3 medals." That was like my claim to fame.
I love it.
3
That is
medals
so
for one
good.
race.
For one race. I got 9th, 10th, and 11th.
That's incredible.
I kept the homemade one because I
I
just
like
thought
the
it was
homemade
so
one.
proud
funny.
of you.
What a nice guy. Was it a guy?
Yeah,
I thought you said he.
he was a nice
Yeah,
guy.
I'm really proud of you.
He was a nice guy. He didn't even know my name, but
Did you feel like I felt in that race where you were getting chased?
yes, I
you
was
perform-
like,
did
this
you
is the
perform
hardest
better?
I've ever skied
Yes, it's
in
the
my
hardest
life.
I've ever ran in my life. I did another race, like a half marathon, when I had kids, and my buddies I trained with just took off. So it was the least stress ever.
Yeah, and then you don't run
so
very
hard.
fast.
What's the point? I'm gonna be last.
I'm not being chased.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna finish.
I'm going to finish.
I'm gonna get a time.
Just get the
and
finisher medal.
You're
and
trying
I-
to beat someone. It really motivates you.
I just know my kids
Seriously.
came to the race, and the look I must have had on my face, at the 10-mile mark was death. And my kids were like, "Dad, are you okay?"
You shouldn't
I'm like,
run anymore.
You shouldn't do that
That
anymore.
didn't look comfortable.
And I was
turns out.
just yeah.
The
whatever.
sad part is these girls didn't cheat by that much. Like they cut off like kind of a small part, but I never saw them, so I clearly wasn't going very fast because I didn't catch up to them at all.
Right.
Yeah, like
right.
you still came in like way
Trickling
at the end.
That's hilarious.
One
That's
car left in the
hilarious.
lot. Kayla's like,
It's like when they have to shut down the marathon and all those people are like cleaning up their cones.
Yep.
And they're
there's like
Here
still
comes
some
Kayla.
people coming like just slinking along.
They have that at the Ironman. There's for Ironmans. They will literally shut the course off if you can't. There's a certain
If you
time.
can't
like,
finish.
I think every
DNF.
marathon or whatever, because they pay a bunch of money, like tens
Yeah.
of thousands of dollars
Yeah.
for like the permits and security
Well, I mean, for the Ironmans, it's
Yeah.
like they have like standards. Like if you can't.
yeah, you're
finish
not
this
an
amount of
iron.
time,
You
you're
are
not
not
Ironman
iron,
athlete.
dude.
Yeah,
You're soft.
You're not an
alloy.
iron.
You're like
Yeah.
alloy or tin.
You're too malleable.
You're aluminum foil.
You're
Yeah,
way
you're
too
tin.
malleable to be fucking iron. Get out of here.
All right. Excellent start to the show.
Typical.
We're going to take this
Typical.
interview to our new superstar,
Woo!
Olivia King. Last week had Jamie Nelson, the WCHA Freshman of the Year in 2021, in to do an interview with her. I'm looking forward to hearing that interview with those two. And then after, you clowns get to talk a little scores.
Since nobody
and
wants to talk about
college
women's hockey.
Nobody wants to talk about women's hockey.
Because no one wants to talk about women's hockey, we're here with Jamie Nelson. Jamie is a 6th year on the Gophers this year, and she played 5 years with University of Mankato, and she is from Andover, played in Andover. So I just wanted to ask you a few questions about your high school career first when we get started. I know that at the time when you graduated high school, you were you were the all-time records holder for Andover for points, and you ended your high school career with a state championship. How was that?
I'd say it was bittersweet going out. I loved my high school experience at Andover. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And winning the state championship your senior year, like, that's a dream, but you go out on top, and then all of a sudden your high school career is over, and you're like, wow, got to move on now, but that was fun.
Yeah, it ends so fast.
Yeah.
And you were committed to Mankato. When did you commit to Mankato? What year was that?
I think I was a late commit my sophomore year, so 2018.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and the rules were different then.
Yeah.
You could get recruited in 8th grade.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was a little bit later.
So sophomore year was late. I'd say almost everyone in my class was already committed.
Yeah. When you played in that state championship game, who were you guys playing that game?
Edina.
Of course.
The rivalry.
Yeah. How many state tournaments have you played in?
We went all my 4 years.
Okay. Wow. That
Yeah.
is insane.
4 for 4.
And you ended on a state championship, which makes it even better, kind of
Yeah.
going out on a high. I know that you had some friends on that Edina team too. How was it kind of playing against them and getting that win finally after their kind of, few years of just
Yeah.
being absolutely dominant?
I think it was either they were gonna win their 4th consecutive, or we were gonna win our first ever. So there was a lot on the line for both teams. But it was weird because throughout that whole season, I was training and practicing with some of the Edina girls,
Mm-hmm.
and then it comes down to the wire and I have to play my friends. And it was like hard to put that out of mind, but then once you're on the ice, you don't really think about it. But after the fact, it kind of sucked because you're like, wow, like you see them upset on the blue line and crying, and you're like, damn, I did that to them.
Yeah. But also, I'm sure, you know, especially after their crazy run of state championships, like winning that first state championship for Andover, like how big that was for your community as well.
Mm-hmm.
You could kind of, I'm sure, speak to like the few weeks after that. Like how was that with your whole team and kind of getting to enjoy that moment with not only your team and your school, but also the whole community?
Yeah, it was so cool. I feel like we had a lot of hype around us, especially with the junior class that year. Like, everyone expected us to win state. They'd won state in their U12s, I think both years, and their U15. So, like, we were kind of expected to win a state title, but then to actually do it for the first time ever, it was so cool. And after we won, I think we took the bus back to the high school, and the auditorium was full of students, family, and all our friends. So it was cool to walk in there, and everyone had our backs, and we had a huge turnout that game too. I think we set a record for attendance at a girls' high school hockey game. So it was just like, yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Like the whole town's there,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like got chills. You said like you guys all went back to the auditorium.
Yeah.
It was just packed. Like, how awesome is
Mhm.
that?
So cool.
Yeah. And then you finished your high school career with Andover,
Mm-hmm.
and then you went to Mankato, and you just left Mankato this last spring.
Yep.
But when you were at Mankato, you played. You finished your career with 124 games played, 42 goals, 5th all time, and 61 assists, 2nd all time for Mankato, and 103 points, 3rd all time. So you had an amazing career with Mankato. Just looking back on all of that, like what moments at Mankato really stand out to you?
I think my freshman year, not to say I went in cocky, but I was very confident that I came off of like a good season in high school, and everyone kind of tells you like, oh, college is different. And I'm like, I completely, like, I believe you, but like, I feel like I'm ready. And my freshman year was a COVID season, so we only had 18 games, but I felt like I was just very confident that I could like be a difference maker at Mankato. And I love being an underdog, and I love an underdog story. So, like, every game, you know, we're playing a top 5 team in the nation usually. So going into a game against Duluth or the Gophers or Wisco, like, I was just excited to, like, be there and prove myself and prove that, like, Mankato is a worthy opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd say, like, during COVID when we were in lockdown, I was shooting pucks every day, sometimes twice a day, like working out on my own, doing everything I could to like prepare for that season. And then I remember I was on the ice doing skills after our season had ended, and I got a text from my dad saying like, you did it, period. And I was like, did what? And they had announced the WCHA Rookie of the Year award, and I got it, and I just remember that moment. Like, it was so cool. I was the first ever player at Mankato to get that award, and that was kind of like an I made it moment. Like, all the work I put in paid off, and it was just super cool to like get that recognition at a smaller school and somewhere that it had never been done before.
Yeah, I remember that. And especially like coming off that swagger of winning the state, winning the state tournament. And like, I know that feeling, like when you're not winning, I know the feeling of not winning a state tournament, but like of, you know, like coming off a section championship or coming off a this or that, and you walk into the room and you're kind of like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
I can hear what everyone else is saying. I know that college is different. And I love that you said that like you were ready for it and you were still when you were in college, you were still shooting pucks and training. Like, I think that's such a big message for people too, because some people feel like when they get there, it's like, oh, I've made it, I can breathe.
Right.
But you're saying like you got there and you continued to work at it, and how huge and important that is. And then you were rewarded for that.
Yeah.
And like at such a small school at the time, you know, where you really are trying to prove yourself, that's so important and huge for not only you, but your team. Like, I remember when you won that and we were all like, wow, like that's pretty cool, you know, because even coming from, you know, me at the time, I was with the Gophers, like I can recognize and see like, oh, they're the underdogs. And I even remember when you guys played us, gosh, I can't even remember what year that was, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, in Ritter, and you guys beat us.
Overtime?
I think it was overtime,
Regular season?
Yes, it was regular season. And just how booming you guys were, and just how crazy that was. I don't even know how long it had been since you guys had beat us, but it was a long time.
A 90 win streak against us. Like, it was a while.
Yeah, it was a really long time. And how cool it was, like, not for us to have lost that game, but now looking back on it and saying like, wow, what a huge win that was for you guys, and no wonder you guys were so excited.
Yeah.
You know, because we got in the locker room after that game and everyone was like, what like, what just happened?
Yeah.
You know, and we're like, wow, we're really setting records, like maybe the wrong ones. Maybe so the wrong ones, because we were struggling a little bit that year for a little while, but yeah, so funny. And then when you were at Mankato, you also have an older sister?
Yes.
I think, right?
Yep.
And she was playing volleyball at Mankato, so your freshman year was her sophomore year?
Yes.
And she was playing volleyball there?
Yep.
How was it to kind of have her on campus as when you were, you know, a freshman trying to get used to being away from home and everything?
It was so nice, especially like I would visit her freshman year when I was a senior in high school. And so like I kind of dipped my toes into like the campus and how the things worked before I even got there, which was super huge. But it was really nice that she was there. I would go over to her apartment and play Wii with her with her roommates, and then she'd cook us dinner. And she had a really busy schedule with volleyball, and she was a nursing student.
Okay.
So I didn't get to see her a ton, but like it was such a relief to like have someone to fall back on, you know, if I needed anything. And there were plenty of times where she had to drop everything and come save me, and and she did every time. But it was super cool, and also super nice for my parents. Getting to see both of us every weekend, like it was their dream that they didn't have to split time between either of us. They could take one trip down south and see both their daughters.
Yeah, that's actually so nice. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Especially with her playing a sport too. It would have been so hard kind of to send one parent one place and send another parent the other place. That is really cool. And so nice that you got to kind of get the lay of the land of Mankato before you got there.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And then so I know that you went through a little bit of injury while you were at Mankato. Can you speak a little bit on that?
Yeah, my sophomore year, I think it was my second game of the season, I blew out my knee, tore my PCL, and that was a hard pill to swallow. I feel like I was riding a high for like 2 years, like we've talked about, winning the state championship, coming off a good rookie year, and then I think I was on the under 22 like USA team that summer, and so I was just like I was reaching all of my goals, and then season comes, super excited, second game, I get injured and they tell me it's a 3-month recovery, and I'm like, okay. So where do we go from here? And my plan was to come back. I could still get like a little over half of the season in. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm going to rehab. I'm going to come back stronger than ever. Like, this will be good for me to like maybe take a breather. Like maybe I was working, putting my body like through the ringer and just needed a break, whatever it was. But I actually went to the PT and got cleared to come back to play in November. So still a big chunk of the season left. And I left the doctor's office, went straight to practice, tore it again, like that same day.
Oh, my God.
And so then that was when I decided to medically redshirt. And I think in total it was like a 7-month recovery. So that I went from like an extreme high to an extreme low.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of a reality check. And I think I learned that like hockey isn't everything, and I just tried to like take a step back and focus on school and my relationships with my teammates, even though I wasn't on the ice with them. Like, I am so grateful for that year, honestly, because I like put so much of my identity into hockey, and having to take a step back and not being able to play, like I had a lot of growth personally that entire year.
Yeah, I bet. I feel like we often hear about, you know, people going through like their lowest of lows when they get injured and kind of, you know, truly like finding themselves outside of hockey. Could you say that now, looking back at everything that happened and where you are now, that it was, you know, not to say worth it, but like you looking back at your journey and just saying like, wow, maybe that was kind of how it was meant to be, and like I've grown into this person because of it?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like, who I became as a person because of it, who I became as a player. Like, now I'm way more happy to just be at the rink and like be able to skate and train. Like, I don't take a day for granted anymore. And
Yeah.
I think that's hard to like truly appreciate unless you are injured at one time or another. But also, like, if I was never injured, then I wouldn't have had another year, and I probably wouldn't have transferred and gotten this year at the U. So I would say that everything happens for a reason, and I definitely, like, it was a gift in the end.
Yeah, I love that mindset. And with you deciding to enter the transfer portal, like this last spring, what made you kind of make that choice? Because I know that when you were at Mankato, just like you said, like you loved being the underdog and you loved like getting that experience. So what made your choice to switch, you know?
I think it was becoming a little stale for me. I gave it everything for the past 5 years. Like, I gave it my whole heart, and like I needed a challenge aside from like our opponent. I needed a challenge like every day at practice. I wanted to just like be pushed to be a better version of myself, and I don't think I could have done that if I stayed, because, you know, I was too comfortable there, if that makes sense. Like, I needed to be uncomfortable so that I could get better as a player. And, you know, like, if I had went back and stayed for my 6th year, like, I know exactly where I would have been in the lineup. I know my role. Like, I know what my job is there, and I probably would have just coasted through it and not really taken advantage of the 6th year that I had. So like I wanted to challenge myself to be uncomfortable, and I can already like say that in 3 weeks of practices at the U, like I feel like I'm a better player already because of like how I'm pushed by the coaches and pushing myself, because like I am in a brand new environment and it's uncomfortable, but I'm adapting.
Yeah, and that's like no knock on Mankato at all. It's literally just you had been there for so long and you just wanted to switch.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything more uncomfortable than kind of being thrown into the big city.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know, and it is, I mean, yeah, it's close to Andover, but it's totally different from home.
Yeah.
Especially for you. And the people are different. Trying to get to know people in 1 year, you know, I know how hard that can be too.
Yeah.
It's nice for you, I'm sure, that you know some of those girls with playing like USA with them and playing summer with them, because they do have quite a few Minnesota girls on that team.
Yeah.
But how has that kind of been, like, acclimating with all the new people? And I know you're living with the girls too,
Yep.
so that's exciting. I know that they love you from all our conversations.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, how has that been? Have you made, I guess, any like new friends you can foresee like in the long term?
Yeah, well, it was super nice, like, moving in with Maddie Kaiser. I've known her for as long as I can remember back in Andover. So, like, having that crutch right away to be like, okay, I'm living with someone that I know and has known me, and we're comfortable with each other already. That was so nice to, like, have that going in. But all the girls have been so welcoming, and, like, I don't know. It's been really fun to get to know all the Europeans, because Mankato we didn't have any Euros, and I was always friends with, like, our Canadian players, and people would make jokes about it, like, your best friends are always Canadian, and I'm like, I don't know why, but, like, that is true. It's become a pattern, but I'm finding that I get along with the Euros a lot too. So, like, Emma Kreis and Teresa Plasova, freshman from Czech. Those girls have been really fun to get to know, and a new perspective too. Like, I was talking to Josefin about Sweden, and it's just, like, super cool to see a new perspective on how they got to the U and how they decided to leave home and come overseas to play college. But yeah, it's been really, really fun to get to know everyone.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they definitely have a different story.
Yeah.
And how much those girls, like, sacrifice to come all the way over here. It's always, like, so cool to hear about it. And when they first get over here, it's also hilarious because their accents are so heavy. Yeah. And I remember when Yos first came over, and we were eating at Bierman, which is this big athletic building where they feed all of the athletes every night. It's really nice at the U. But she was eating grapes in her taco, like with taco meat and everything. Wait, and we were all just sitting there, like, watching her, like, what is going on? And someone finally was like, hey, is that like a normal thing?
Swedish delicacy.
Like a Swedish thing? And she was like, everybody does this at home. And she, like, could not understand why we thought it was so weird.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
With all those girls, they always have something, you know, like something from home. But that was hilarious.
That is so funny.
What is going on with her? Like, oh my gosh. And just talking about your time with the Gophers so far. Last weekend, you guys played Boston College, win on Thursday 7-1, win on Friday 11-0, and you got 2 assists that night. And those are your first points as a Gopher. How did that feel?
It was nice to have the chant played for me instead of against me. But I was super excited. So my line mates, Emma and Teresa, we were talking in the locker room. We're like, all right, either me or Teresa, like, we're going to score our first goals. And we were plotting that, like, we were all going to have the assist on one of, like, it would go boom, boom, boom. And I ended up passing to Teresa for her first goal, and it was super cool. Like, she was so excited, and we all were. But, yeah, it's always cool to, like, have firsts again. So I'm looking forward to, like, my first goal. And my first game at Ritter was so cool. It was an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
I, like, absolutely could not wrap my head around, like, wearing the jersey and playing at home at Ritter rather than at Ritter against the Gophers. And Friday I had a handful of friends there supporting me, and it was just super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very wholesome.
Yeah, that is really cool. And even though you guys kind of, like, blew them out of the water, it was, like, those games were pretty good. I mean, It was nice to see everyone kind of get a shot at it. I know you, like, was mixing up the lines a little bit and stuff like that. So that's awesome for your team to, like, to just kind of get everybody on the ice a little bit.
And it still felt, like, super competitive, even though the scoreboard didn't reflect that. Like, I feel like the intensity on both sides was very high. So, like, yeah, getting to see everyone in game shape was super fun. And we did an exhibition against Bemidji, but I just feel like it's different energy when like everything counts.
Yeah, and like a non-conference game and your first home series, like the energy is definitely a lot different. Yeah. And then for a lot of the girls, like they're playing against Emma Connor, who was a Gopher for many years, who just transferred to Boston. And obviously you didn't play with Emma Connor, but she's still very close friends with a lot of those girls like Murph. And so I'm sure for them, like that was pretty fun. And, just keeping it a little bit spicy out there, that's for sure. Yeah. And then Murph scored her, oh my gosh, 200th. Yep. Well, she got her 200th point, 201, 202, 203, 204. It was crazy on Friday night. So that's a huge milestone for your guys' team. And Josephine, 100. She got her 100th. Yeah. And then Layla, she got her first shutout. Yeah. So it was a really big weekend.
We had probably like 7 pucks that Frosty had to hand out after the game.
Just a 30-minute speech.
Yes, yeah. Like, all right, we got another one and another one.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And so early in the year, like that's a huge team, like bonding moment. For sure. Like for you guys all to be a part of that. And those are huge milestones in people's careers. So how exciting for that. Yeah. And then this weekend, you guys got seeded number 3, and you guys have been number 3 before this week as well with Wisconsin 1 and Ohio State 2. How do you guys feel about that and kind of looking into the future?
I don't know if anyone's paying too much attention to it because we just want to play them. Yeah. Like, we're excited to play Ohio and Wisco. I'm excited to maybe bump them down and bump us up. But I don't know if it's really in our heads right now because we're just thinking long term, like we want to be number 1 at the end of the season. But it was I got a couple texts from friends being like, you're on a team that's ranked now. Like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can actually pay attention to the polls now, like, because my team will be in it. So just super excited for those games because that's like, unless we drop a big game, the border battles and Ohio State games are going to be the ones that will dictate those polls. But yeah, I'm super excited for those.
Yeah, the rivalry with, the U and Wisconsin, like to be a part of that is going to be so fun for you. I'm excited. I'm excited for you, especially like playing in the Bond with a Gopher jersey on and like it's just packed there. Yeah. And, the same with Ritter. Like, that experience is going to be so fun for you. I'm so excited to watch you do that.
So excited.
And then this next weekend, upcoming weekend, you guys play Boston University in Boston. U is ranked 13 right now. And I know you said, like, you guys aren't looking much at, like, the rankings and everything. I mean, it's so early in the year. But are you excited to kind of get your first, like, plane trip with the Gophers? And I'm sure it'll be a much different travel day than you've kind of experienced in the past with Mankato.
Yeah, well, Frosty was talking about that this morning, that we're flying commercial. And Thursday wake up is at like 6:50, and then Sunday morning is like a 5 a.m. flight. We get back at 9, whatever. And like, there were a bunch of groans among the team. And I'm like, you guys don't even know. And like, we have to carry our bags through the airport. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm used to this. Like, we would do this every trip that we took at Mankato. So these girls are like a little bit spoiled with their charter planes and busing the bags. And I'm like, welcome to my past 5 years. Like, we'd wake up at 3 a.m. to bus to the cities and then fly out. But yeah, I'm excited. It's bonding. It's team bonding.
Yes, it definitely bonds you to fly commercially. Like,
oh my gosh,
no one's business. You're walking through that airport, like, oh my god. My bag is heavy.
Yeah, a special type of torture, I think, that no one understands unless they do it.
That is so funny, though. You're like sitting there like, all these brat.
Yeah.
Have no idea what I've been through. Oh, that's funny. It'll still be such an awesome trip. And for you, think about it. You don't know anything different yet.
Right.
Like, you'll get there.
I'm not spoiled yet with those plane trips.
So that is so funny. That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Guys, I need you to know something. It is typical in Switzerland, in Sweden. Cozy Friday is a traditional like taco night in Sweden, and they want people to have Cozy Friday, and they want you to make your meal your own. So it's common to have cucumbers, peanuts, cheese doodles.
What is a cheese doodle?
I don't even know. I don't even want to know what these are. Taco toppings. So when they have taco night, they've got the ground beef, they've got the cheese doodles, the grapes, some feta cheese. Like the list goes on and on.
Wow.
It's a way that they express themselves on Fridays in Sweden.
That sounds like my nightmare
really
taco.
I had to interrupt to tell you guys this.
Yeah, guys, Jossie's here too.
I've been here the whole time.
Yos is just in Bierman, like
She's trying
Swedish
trying to have Cozy Friday.
Cozy Friday. And
we're all just
Olivia's
hating
there.
on her.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing?
You cannot
I'm
do
side-eyeing
that.
her.
Stop expressing yourself. We kind of all conform to one way here.
Yeah. Why aren't you doing exactly what we're doing? Weirdo.
Don't make your own
so
meal.
funny.
Get real.
Don't bring any of your customs over here. She's eating peanuts and grapes on her taco.
On her taco.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's like my nightmare though.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but
You got to ask her about it though, because
I should
Yeah, that was a while ago, and I know she still does it.
probably.
I had seen it a few times.
I'll
actually.
be peeking at her plate if we have tacos. I'll be side eyeing her.
Oh gosh, but yeah, I'm so jealous of your guys this weekend. I'm sure you guys had a blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are gonna have such a fun year, and I'm so excited to take a back seat and get to watch it from the outside in, because I know all those firsts are really fun, and we so appreciate you coming and being on the podcast. So thank you so much. I'm excited for your weekend, and we'll definitely be watching.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, what an incredible interview with Jamie Nelson. She's so personable. Like, I didn't realize her story. I love like her work ethic, and I think that's really fun. And if anybody watching can pick up on that like just consistency and work ethic, there's a spot for you, I think, at Division I, just like, for Jamie.
Yeah, I love it. I love that she talked about her, trials with injury, with transferring, and it was so nice to hear her insight, especially on like a up and coming Gopher team this year.
Yeah, really. That was fun to see, like, to hear a little bit, because more players are getting that extra year and taking a chance in a new school. And I love like getting the perspective of what it's like, the new challenge, just a whole new like environment for 1 year. I guess I didn't put that into perspective until hearing it from Jamie. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And nice to hear like how they're all getting along and like her connection with everybody too.
Well, something's firing for the U.
Yeah.
Something
are absolutely
is firing. I've never seen them look this good probably since like their undefeated season.
I know. I feel like it's been a long time, but their depth like spans like all lines. It
does. They're getting scoring. Like, they had the freshman, the WCHA Rookie of the Week in Bella Finale, and she scored 2 goals, had an assist, or like a 3-point weekend or something like that this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And of course, the Jamie Nelson interview was 2 weeks ago. So they played BC and BU since we've talked to Jamie Nelson.
Yes.
Is that right?
Or was it? It was last week.
It was last week.
Yeah,
Jamie
so they
Nelson.
played BU.
Oh, they've only played BU since we talked to her. Got it.
They played BU this last weekend, and they won Friday 5-0 shutout for Clarkie, and then they won Saturday 5-2. And Jamie assist on Friday. Jamie 2 block shots on Saturday.
Jamie!
So I don't know. I feel like that's good luck.
That's the thing. Getting on our pod is good luck for people usually. It was fun to see the Gophers win handily. I mean, they're just, like I said, they got started. It's Abby Murphy is having a year right now.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, she had 5 goals, 1 assist, 6 points on the weekend, game-winning goal, like
A couple of hat tricks.
Like it's absolutely insane. Like
is she trying to prove something to someone?
Oh, always. I think she always plays like that. Like her swagger is just undefeated.
Yeah, well, she's got a finishing touch this season. I feel like this point last season, I don't think she had come out this strong.
Yeah, and maybe it's like all the hype around, it's an Olympic year.
Well, it's an Olympic year. I think she's going to be counted on. I mean, I think there's even a point in time where there was a question, like, should Murphy be on the Olympic roster? And I think people were talking about that toward the end of last year's NCAA season and during Women's Worlds a little bit. But then she is an impact player, whether she's in the box or not. She's getting big production points, like game-winning goals, game-winning assists, things like that. And then look at her coming out this NCAA season. Now there's a lot of talk already, early season, Patty Kaz. But can we, not talk about that in week 2?
Is it like 10 points in 4 games?
It's like 15 points.
15.
It's insane.
I know. I saw a stat and I was like, how's that even true?
It's unreal. But let's keep in mind, she's a grandma. She is a grandma. So, yes, she's really, really, really good at hockey. But right now she's, in her 5th or 6th year in the NCAA. We should expect to see her come out like this. But Minnesota, the depth that they're showing with Addie Murphy producing kind of exponentially better than expected per se or whatever is making for a really scary looking, it's like the beginning of a tidal wave, it feels like.
I know. And she was WCHA Forward of the Week for her 2nd consecutive week this week. And
and that's with the Bemidji State player scoring 4
4
goals in a 4-1 win.
I think that's crazy. And yes, I do think it's too early to talk about Patty Kaz, but also my personal opinion as, Murph is a friend, and I think that she's absolutely been not that other people have not been deserving of winning the Patty Kaz in the past few years, but should be
getting overlooked.
More of a topic of conversation.
It'll be interesting this year though if she ends up missing half the season.
Yeah.
How maybe that's why she's piling on points early, just so she can still be in contention, because partly she has missed a couple of seasons for the Olympics. This year she'll miss a number of games in theory. But yeah, you're right. She's getting overlooked by players that are still qualified, because what was it? What did it go? Heisey and then O'Brien.
Heisey and then who was it?
Who won it?
Jakes.
Who won it before O'Brien?
It was Heisey, Jakes, and then O'Brien. And all very deserving of winning a Patty Kaz, but I think she was only in top 10 consideration.
When you're gonna get looked at more as a junior or senior, so technically there's been a season or 2 where she should have been considered. And last year I thought it was a big statement to have 3 Badgers as the finalists.
Izzy Daniel was one.
Izzy Daniel,
in between.
Jakes. It's not Jakes, it was Daniel, right? So
it was Jakes and then Daniel.
Oh, Jakes, Daniel.
So it was Heisey, Jakes, Daniel, and then O'Brien.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We just skipped a year.
She's been in top 10 contention, but I just think should be much higher.
Yeah, so I guess I'll be interested in seeing does she continue with the same momentum she's got right now, and how does missing some of these series throughout the course of the season impact her?
It is 15 points in 4 games. It's
unreal.
9
2
goals,
hat tricks, right?
9 goals and 6. Well, she got 1 goal, 3 assists in the first game, 3 goals, 2 assists in the next game, 2 goals, 1 assist, and then 3 goals. So it was 2 hat tricks.
Yeah, she hit her 200th to 204 point against
BC, right?
BC that weekend. And then she just went and just had a crazy weekend against BU too. So
I know it's fun to see, because like I said, she's been a bit of a polarizing player on the women's hockey pod, but for no good reason. But anyway, I'm super excited to see her coming out like this. And again, from the couple of Wisconsin games I've watched, I'm telling you, that's going to be a fun series to watch, and Wisconsin better watch out right now.
Oh, I know. Seriously, it's going to be awesome. And the Gophers play home and home series this weekend against St. Cloud. So that's, number 3 v number 11 in the standings. So,
but right now, Minnesota as a number 3 team is playing as well as Wisconsin as a number 1 team last year.
100%.
End of season, the way they're moving the puck, the way they're using all 3 lines. They're having. I'm seeing a Minnesota team that looks like a Wisconsin team of the last 2 seasons.
It's a great dynamic to have you as a Badger and a Gopher. I just thought of that.
Yeah. I know.
Because Jossie tries to be way too nice to the Gophers because she stepped on their logo.
That was the year before. And notice
Jossie.
how well they did this year when I didn't step on the logo. And the year before when I stepped on the logo, things didn't go well.
She stepped on
got
it
that
on
Badger
accident,
touch.
and
That's the
then
thing.
she
It was like,
regretted it.
that's the
forever.
thing.
Affecting the rink.
I felt terrible. I was cheering for them in WCHAs and NCAAs because I told them I would. It didn't work.
Don't cheer for us
Here's the
anymore.
thing. This past year at camp, I did not go in the locker room. Or did I?
Is it trauma or like?
I just wanted to make sure they
PTSD
knew
of
that they were safe, but I think I did go in because I think it got moved up to the ceiling.
Yes,
the
it
logo.
did.
Oh,
So there wasn't a threat.
you can't walk on the ceiling.
Yeah, and so I tried to avoid the locker room at camp this summer, but when I did go in there, I noticed that I couldn't have stepped on it if I tried.
Yeah, they did have a little revamp.
So anybody who was thinking that I was like cocky for thinking that I played a part in Minnesota's season last year can take it up with them because they moved the logo. Clearly they think there's something behind this.
True.
So watch out.
They
I
don't
think this
trust
is
you.
Minnesota's year.
I know. I think so too. But I mean, you can't ever obviously like discount Wisconsin. Like,
Okay, so Layla
they're
Edwards
still
got Defender
great.
of the Week, and this is only her second
Yeah.
series ever playing defense as a
And
college player. She's
Ava McNaughton,
a couple of
goalie
shutouts
of the
again.
week. Yeah, 2 shutouts on a weekend. Like, that's
She'll-
insane.
Well, she'll have a number of shutouts, and keep in mind, the Badgers are playing Maine. Now, love that series so much because Molly Engstrom had coaches Maine, and she played for Mark Johnson back in the 2000s. So it's really, really fun for Molly to have these homecoming. They did a series at Maine last year, and typically like, a team like Wisconsin might not have a reason to go play Maine in their exhibition series, but I think Mark and Molly have a mutual respect for each other. That's really fun to see. So Maine came. And then I guess I'm inclined to think Ava McNaughton's going to have shutouts against Maine. So let's see how she does when she's got to face Murphy.
Yeah, that's true. And they also had their banner raising weekend.
Yeah, and they
got their rings and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the
But if
house
you
was
look at
bumping like
the-
LeBon, playing at Bon.
Yeah.
Like Maine has to go to
Well,
LeBon
Maine
and play
loved
them.
it,
Like,
and I think there
gosh.
were a lot of Maine fans.
Oh.
Because a lot of Wisconsin fans are Engstrom fans. And so a lot of Wisconsin
Yeah.
fans are kind of like, cheering for Maine as well. And they love these series because of the dynamic between Mark and Molly. But they only beat them 5-0 in each game. Last year, I think it was like an 11-0. So the parity is proving to be a lot closer.
Yeah.
I think Molly did a great job of recruiting, but those girls are tougher, and every team in the league, I think, has got more depth now. But again, I'm just prepping fans, NCAA fans. Wisconsin's not necessarily the same team we've seen for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, no way. Well, especially you think about how many points like O'Brien would bring them.
Yes.
She's gone. So.
She had a record-breaking season for points, and I heard Tony talk about this on the Morning Commute pod about Murphy and about her points and about breaking records when you're playing in a 6th season. So you're looking more like points per game then at that point, because right now we're in this weird period where there's women who have these extra seasons.
Yeah.
So how do you asterisk their season if they're setting records, or if these women are in their 5th and 6th year and they're earning these records? Like, how do you asterisk that? Because yeah, it's like, it's just going to be these are just like certain circumstances. I don't think that there's going to be continuously women that get 6 seasons. So anyway.
Yeah. It is weird.
Because O'Brien, like I said, if you look at Murphy and you want to try to nip her accolades in the bud right now, you got to kind of look back retroactively and say the same for O'Brien, who won Patty Kaz almost hands down. Well, that was her 6th season, and she broke awards in a season, like Lifetime Badger assists on the blue line or Lifetime Badger point awards, like in years where she's playing many more seasons than other players that are playing. So
it is crazy to think about when you look at those records, like how many more are being, like, everyone's records are being broken. Well, of course they are.
Yeah, because these girls have
5 or 6 seasons.
Yeah, they have 50% more time to do it.
Yeah.
And it's only temporary. So then it's like in the future, the same, okay, like in 15 years, the people podcasting on the Wohopo, because we'll be retired and living on the beach. They'll
I'll be
like,
retired in 1 year after this.
you're out. You just
I'm
build it up.
I'm gonna move away to Hawaii.
I might come with you.
Yeah,
Although,
with all my cash.
yeah, but like as long as I can still come back and play and like channel the flannel like I did this past weekend. 'Cause I had like as many points as Abby Murphy and channel the flannel. Plus, I also got a concussion.
Hey, I might have to come and play because I just got a picture of my new pads.
Yes,
last
will you
night.
come play? Dude, the Rebels we crushed.
Oh, definitely.
First place.
Do you have a good goalie? I guess don't say yes.
I
or
better
no.
not
feel
say
like
anything.
Yeah, I feel like that could be
But-
offensive.
Here's the thing. I've got room for you. I've got room for you.
Trust me, I got room for you.
Okay, St. Cloud. Let's go back to St. Cloud because you're saying Minnesota's going to do a home and home against St. Cloud this weekend. We just spoke with Mira. That's kind of a funny story. Like, all of you loyal hockey fans, listeners, women's hockey lovers should have already heard from Mira by now, but they put me in charge of it.
Guys, we showed up to St. Cloud and we were so optimistic. We were so prepared.
Seriously,
I was like, this is my first interview. I'm so prepared. Me and Jossie walking in with all our stuff, and we've got the pod. We had to go to Walgreens and like get the chips, and Jossie taught me how to format the chips. I was like, I'm a pro.
We're pretty good at
Yeah,
this.
we walk in and we're setting up with Mira, and we're like, why isn't it working? Nothing's working.
Of course, I'm in my head like I literally suck at life. I can't do anything right.
I'm internally panicking because
Everyone's
for
panicking because it's
one,
freaking Mira.
It's Mira, and I don't have no idea what to do anyways.
Well,
because
and we
it's
were
like
a little
my first
late.
Time. And also we were a little late.
Well, and then
You
they sold me
know.
like a $100 chip card at Walgreens, and we go to format the thing, get out to the car, and some thief had already taken the micro USB chip out of the thing. So then I had to go
What?
back into Walgreens. Like, you just sold me $100.
Well, first of all, your first mistake is why is the card $100?
Because I already bought all the $16 ones.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
buy 5 chips.
It was
I bought
quite
all
the
their
morning.
16s and their 32, and like the last one left, I couldn't.
Was the chip thing not in the bin?
It was in the bin.
It was. We did not notice. We didn't
Okay,
see
this
it.
was the I call
I was
it.
gonna say, I swear I put the chips in the bin.
You did. I'm calling it the morning of Murphy's Law. Is what I'm calling it. And so things were not good. We were sweating.
I was sweating. And
We're in
normally I
Mira's
would
office.
take, and I was like, normally I would take a lot of accountability for this. Like, I'd be like, this was me. I don't
She was just watching.
know. But I was like, you know what, guys? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know anything about this stuff. So I was like, sorry, Mira. I'm like standing in the
Mira was
corner.
like, Mira's foot's doing this.
She's
like-
looking at her watch.
She's like,
She did look at her watch
looking at her
several times.
watch, and
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm my best.
I'm sweating.
Dripping sweat.
I'm
Yeah.
sweating. I'm sweating.
Luckily, Mira's like my best friend because she cut us some slack.
Yes.
So we recorded the whole interview.
Mhm.
I mean, the camera placement was subpar. The audio didn't exist. So we finished the interview. We're super late. Mira's like, I'm supposed to be on a conference call with UConn right now. Like, get the fuck out of my office. We're like, see you, bye, Mira. Pack up. Okay, well, the roadcaster didn't even work. Literally, like, I don't lie about the audio. I'm like,
It wasn't even our fault.
That's
what we found out later.
Yeah, the little plug.
We had to buy a new one.
So
Yeah,
nobody
this
has
is
to
a
take
new
accountability.
roadcaster.
Well, so we get back to town. Eventually find out that there is audio.
I was a little disappointed, honestly.
Yeah, and you were like, you know what, that was a good practice. But like, how bad would I feel for Mira if we had done all of that and like disturbed her day, ruined her office, done all that, and then not had something to show her? Because I think she's like a fan, actually.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
So are
A
you
loyal listener.
Are you
I love
warning people now because the audio might sound a little raw?
Well, I am warning people because then we get back to town and we were just like we threw our hands up. We were like, Tony, you should never send me and Olivia to do anything again.
I was like, I need to be taught how to do this.
the funny part is like you were doing it right. I feel like
I was. The
she
thing
was
is,
doing it right.
Here's the thing. I
I didn't
play
give
dumb
you enough
blonde. It's
credit.
my favorite character. My favorite character in the world is dumb blonde, and I can get away with almost anything. But I always know what the fuck I'm doing. I know what the
me
fuck I'm
too.
doing more than most of the people. Probably not you.
I don't
But
think
maybe not you.
I also don't think that you don't know what you're doing.
I just play dumb.
I feel like you don't really play dumb. I feel like the stuff you say you don't know what you're doing is like stuff you actually don't. Like you're not.
Or
you're
it's
not
like
lying
Murphy's
about
Law.
it.
That's the thing. Like every possible thing that could be a barrier in my way. It's like,
it went wrong.
It's like Subway Surfer, and like I gotta avoid these barriers.
Like when you're already
constantly.
having like a bad day.
That's the thing. So we meet here at like 7, which is long before I usually get out of bed.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I woke up and Tony had called me at like 7 something in the morning. And I was thinking in my head, like, there is no way if I would have answered that phone call. Like, he doesn't have the right. If he wants the right to call me at 7:30 in the morning, he better pay me
What's
more.
the budget, girl? Up it. Yeah.
That is not the business hours of this company.
No, business hours, they go late. You could get a midnight call.
You could.
Understandable.
Yep. People
7 a.m.?
ask me that. Like, I had a friend ask me, like, did you just take a work call at 8:30 at night on a Friday? And I was like,
It's the middle of the workday.
it's like, I barely worked this morning, so I feel like I have to take it at
Yeah,
8:30 at night on
the-
Friday.
It's literally the middle of the workday.
That is normal. And also, I know that if I don't answer Tony's phone calls, he's going to do something that makes it harder for me later.
That he's gonna make a decision without you, and you're his advisor, and that's
and he's
why
going to record it in a weird way or do something that's going to make it harder for me. So I have to answer
You
the
better
phone.
answer and steer him in the right direction. Needless to say, we found the audio.
Yeah. So
Somehow I knew what I was doing. There is going to be an interview. I've been producing it because I was trying to keep things off Kayla's plate, but I'm also learning how to produce podcasts so that I can teach you, because at YHH we just let the blind lead the blind usually.
yeah,
I'm the
the
blind.
blondes lead the blondes.
Yeah, I'm the blind. I lead all the blinds under Tony's direction.
And I am the only blind.
And Tony tells me 3 different ways to do each thing. So I'm always doing them
He's giving you options.
one of the wrong ways. So things go really well, but that's like kind of the, like metaphorically speaking, that's how it goes.
I think that we needed that. We needed an obstacle of, well,
Adversity.
maybe quite a few obstacles.
It bonded us.
So that we could bond and we could be better, because I think our Jamie Nelson interview is actually...
You know why? Because I was fucking off camera. Because I was over there.
She was still here, guys. She was producing. She
I
was
was
doing
over
all
there.
the
I was
hard
nearby.
work.
I did pipe in at the end. I had some important stuff.
Very important. Everybody listen to it.
Okay, so St. Cloud State in Minnesota. Okay, St. Cloud State, when we first opened that interview, I was like, oh, you guys won. When was the last time you guys swept a weekend? She's like, we always sweep.
I was dying.
I cut that out because I was so embarrassed. But but the stat was it was their first time opening a series with 2 shutouts.
Isn't it nice when you're
okay.
producing so you can cut out the embarrassing things that you said?
Yes, everything dumb I said in the
I
mirror
do that.
interview.
I do
gone.
that.
Just kidding. I cut one thing and it was like in the opening interview. I was like, so when's the last time you guys did this incredible feat? And she was like, we just did it yesterday. So I was like,
She was like, actually, we do that every year. And I was
clip
sitting
that.
there like, oh my God.
shit, that was embarrassing. This interviewing thing is hard.
After we just set up for 30 minutes.
I know. I'm so ill prepared. It was the shutout. It was JoJo Schobeck had 2 shutouts that season, so she opened the season with 2 shutouts. But then we jinxed it because then St. Cloud ended up splitting that weekend.
Yeah, they split
with
UConn.
UConn.
And they didn't play anyone last weekend.
And they had a
so.
bye week, so like I was hoping because yeah, seriously, like for some of these teams 7 through 12, Clarkson just lost this weekend. I think Colgate lost. You know, like these teams without the MPI or without the pairwise, like they need these wins really big time. And so so we're seeing some shakeups. Like Merrimack is not supposed to beat Clarkson, but that was another thing I wanted to relate back to Minnesota. Merrimack and Minnesota both had like really highly active transfer portals this summer, and both coming out with a bang this fall. So that's kind of fun for both of those schools that had like pretty significant roster shakeups coming into the early part of the NCAA.
Yeah.
Another fun storyline, Delaware, they got their first goal of all time.
Oh?
In like I think a series two weekends ago, and Delaware had their first win against Holy Cross this week.
Oh, that's huge.
Program history.
Wow.
So watch out for these Delaware girls.
Well, I don't know about watch out, but
This is their first season, correct?
First season ever.
It's just kind of a funny
But that
stat
is
when you say they get their
nice.
first goal ever. It's like,
yeah, they got their first goal ever. They got
Rough.
their first. Are they called like the Blue Ducks or
They've
something?
been around for 20 years. They just got their first
I know.
goal.
It's women's hockey is tough. The WCHA is really good.
That is huge, though. That's awesome.
Okay, so St. Cloud, like,
Yeah,
versus
so
Minnesota, like the
versus
current Minnesota
Minnesota.
team that we're watching, like, I am. Well, St. Cloud's so strong defensively and such good goaltending. Let's see how Abby Murphy holds up against.
I think it'll be a lot lower scoring games than like the Gophers have had the past few weekends.
Right.
But I mean, just with
But
we'll see. But their depth is crazy.
I know. So that should be a fun series to watch. I mean, St. Cloud still does have something to prove if they want to try to get a bid at the end of the season for
Yeah.
postseason play. But like, what else do we have in the
Well, Wisconsin. I think this is the biggest weekend for like WCHA matchups that there's
well,
obviously
is there anything
been,
that we
but-
haven't talked about that happened
Yeah.
already last weekend?
Oh well.
Like,
So like Ohio State played Colgate last weekend, 2 wins, really high scoring games, 5-3 W, 9-4 W. Like
yeah, that
that's
9-4 was wild.
crazy high scoring.
And Colgate's
then,
a top 10 team.
yeah.
So that doesn't fare well for Colgate. But the 3 C's, Clarkson, Colgate.
Yes.
What's the 3rd C?
Well, the 3 seed, well the 2 seed is
No, the 3 C's. Clarkson, Colgate, and what's the other C?
Cornell.
Cornell.
Yeah.
They're always in the top 10.
Yeah.
And so far they're off to a good start. Cornell hasn't played yet.
Really? They haven't even had 1 week.
I haven't seen them. That's weird.
Oh.
Two weekends, no play.
Interesting.
Yeah, Cornell hasn't played at all.
Guess
They
they're
didn't-
gonna have a busy year. And then Bemidji kind of had a big weekend.
They did have a big weekend.
Sweep against Robert Morris.
Yep.
3-0 win. First collegiate shutout for Caitlin Gross.
Yes.
Centennial Spring Lake Park High School girl, Minnesota girl, sophomore.
Yeah, that's super exciting.
Yeah. So that's huge. And then their second game, 4-1 win. Haley Armstrong. You know, she's a BC girl, but 4 goals. Scored every goal.
Well, you know, I guess that also does, like, that makes me a little worried for Bemidji State. Really worried for Robert Morris. They couldn't pull out, like, even a
Yeah, I
really
know.
competitive weekend, it looks like. But
But Bemidji has to go to Ohio this weekend.
that's the thing. Bemidji has such a tough schedule.
Ugh.
So they're going to try to get some easier teams in, like, their exhibition games. But then you do want to see some depth in the roster and scoring. Who else did we see for Bemidji this weekend? I think somebody else scored. Was it Issa Gettle?
Oh, did Isa get one?
No, let's see. Last weekend, Kate Johnson scored, but I thought I had another. Yeah, Issa Gettle scored.
Oh.
So that's
That's
fun.
unreal.
Glad to see her when she gets a chance to get on the board for Bemidji, and it's usually an exhibition series. And then, like, sometimes she'll score the only goal in, like, the bigger games. But
Yeah,
I
she plays
like-
quite a bit for them. I mean,
I want to see Bemidji get a little bit more, like, in this game, I want to see him win, like, 5-0.
yeah.
And then spread that scoring out. But, you know, we'll just keep keeping our eyes on Bemidji State. They've got a great all-female staff over there, and
Yeah.
they've recruited a couple strong players this coming season.
They just need to get, you know, like their recruits in and like give it
Yeah,
a
and I
few
think they
years
have a
and-
couple people that committed to them this year that I'm excited about for them. So you're going to see more, like, I think there's more Canadians and more Europeans in these NCAA schools. So, like,
Yeah.
more Minnesotans are going to choose your Bemidjis versus your, you know, like what used to be like in MSU was like your,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they have like quite a few like Minnesota goalies.
yeah.
Like you usually have one European goalie, but
Yeah.
but like that's nice to see because I feel like a lot of the other schools are kind of going towards Canadian.
Right.
But
Okay, so nothing really else like big from
Yeah.
this past weekend, right? Like a lot of exhibition games.
I mean Duluth swept Syracuse, no surprise.
By a lot. Wait, they had an 8-2. No, that was Syracuse. Don't
Four
know,
to
sorry.
4-0 both games win. Eve Gascon 2 shutouts. She was, you know, WCHA goalie of the year last year and
Yeah.
preseason all WCHA team this year. And Duluth is, you know, ranked number 4 and so
Yeah. Well, and then I always study up the summit scores. So this Saturday between games, my team went to Tattersall, and I was just busy researching women's hockey the whole time. But a couple names other than the ones we've already told you about: Addie Bowlby, and Bria Holm at, let's see, I think they're at Sacred Heart. Haley Eikos at Merrimack, Emma Peschel at OSU, Maddie Kaiser scored, Josie Lynn, Lexi Kirkby. Let's see, Haley Hansen from MSU had a shutout.
Yeah.
Zoe Lopez, she's having a strong start. I think she'll be a contender for.
Where does she play?
She's at MSU.
Oh,
So she's got goals.
I like watching.
I think she's scored in like 3 of their 4 games so far. Taylor Atremba. Ayla Puppy had 2 goals for MSU.
I know, that was huge.
Yeah.
MSU has a lot of players from
Yes.
Minnesota, right?
Yes.
Because I feel like I recognize all their.
Well, they have
Yes.
team.
Mercury Bischoff,
Who scored?
and she did score. I didn't see that. She was so unreal in high school.
Yeah, she had a lot of points. Okay, Vivian Jungle scored at Wisconsin this weekend. Josie Hemp, I love seeing that name. Huge fan of her sister, but her grandma lives across the street from me, so I've become like a major hemp fan.
That's so cute.
So it's fun to see Josie. Now, she transferred from the U to Vermont, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she scored this weekend.
And
Or-
then obviously Layla is at
Yeah,
the U
Layla's
now,
crushing.
and
Well,
then-
she had a shutout last weekend.
yes, and then Peyton was at the U, and now she's going out to Ottawa.
I was going to say she was drafted, right?
Yeah, in a few weeks. I
Yeah.
just talked to her the other day. So.
Yeah. Lauren O'Hara at Vermont also scored. Maddie Christian at Penn State, which we expect. Ruby Rock at Quinnipiac. Sloan Matthews and Macy Rasmussen at OSU. And then Michaela Moran at MSU. So
Nice.
those are your summit scores for last weekend.
And Lauren O'Hara was a gopher too for
Oh, was she?
2
Okay.
years.
Before
And
going.
she just transferred there this season. So
Okay.
There's
That's
also one player on Mankato's roster that's not from Minnesota.
kind of like that. I kind
Wait,
of rooted
okay,
for
I
Mankato.
love
Maybe.
that.
There's somebody who I did not report about their goals, Goldsworthy. I don't know if she's like not on my list, but I overlooked her. I think she's been scoring in like several of these games.
Yeah, Lauren Goldsworthy, Minnetonka.
And I have not been posting her. So like Lauren,
Oops.
I'm like so sorry.
I'm so sorry, girl.
I might do a summit scores with just 3
You
photos
can
of
just look.
Goldsworthy.
Jossie's
See if
like has
Mankato
a vendetta.
scored. See if Mankato scored, and if they did, it's probably someone you should report on.
Every time Mankato scores, I should write their whole
Probably.
all of their names.
But yeah, Mankato just played Lindenwood last week. They swept them 4-0 and then
Yeah.
3-2, and then they play St. Thomas.
My girl Ilsa
This weekend.
scored.
Ilsa.
Elsa lied. There's
I love you,
two.
Ilsa.
There's 2 that aren't from Minnesota. One
Oh.
from North Dakota, which kind of counts.
That counts.
Wait,
Other
it's
one's
like
from
the-
California. So.
What's it called when you have like tuition? Like where
reciprocity.
it's like
Oh,
reciprocity.
yes. Yeah.
That's what she is to us,
For sure.
Yeah.
North Dakota. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's West Fargo, too.
That's what Warroad thinks when they recruit.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just say reciprocity. That's cheating. Okay, so Tony's working on a little something to show a general trend. But we'll keep highlighting Minnesota scores or players that are doing well week by week, and like we put them on the summit scores and we talk about them on the pod. But I think the general gist is like Minnesotans should be performing higher in bigger numbers, considering how we train, considering our talent pool. So these lists, like this is my second year doing these on the weekends, and it's just like sometimes these lists are short.
Yeah.
Last Saturday's 3 names, 3 Minnesotans in the country scored. And there were like 15
That's
games.
crazy.
So keep your ears peeled for Tony's research forthcoming regarding. I don't know what we're going to hypothesize. If it's Minnesotans
But
aren't ready,
also-
Minnesotans are, what is it?
Yeah. Also, I think like you can look at that like 2 ways. You can say, oh, maybe their Minnesotans aren't as good, or you could say everybody else is getting better.
I worry that Minnesotans don't train on the path of most resistance. I think that a lot of Minnesotans rest on, like, not a lot, are like cream of the crop, rest on some of their talent laurels. Don't necessarily take the Jamie Nelson, Ilsa Lindemann training route, the path of most resistance.
Yeah.
And then they're just not ready. But also I think there's just from my own experience as a young person trying to transition into Division I college hockey, like mentally and emotionally, socially, there's a million ways I was not ready for college hockey at all. And if I had had like I mean, at this point, in retrospect, I don't know what I would have needed, but if I spent some time considering it, like, I think I would have taken it on a lot differently if I had another year of insight or whatever. So like a lot of these girls maybe aren't prepared mentally.
And I think the extra years kind of mess things up because
well, now you're coming in at 17, 18 and these girls are
it's like maybe you thought you were going to be playing, but then they have a 6th year that you weren't expecting that stayed.
That's what I mean. Mentally, the girls aren't as ready. They haven't maybe dealt with the adversity. Maybe they've been on AAA teams and they're just playing games all their life and they're not truly learning like the foundations of performing at that level. Or I mean, but also almost every freshman should know like your role and where you're going to be for a year and possibly 2 years. And like there's a progression, and it's rare that you're going to come in as a freshman and be able to like get a lot of PT and be on the scoreboard. And if it does, feel grateful. But if it doesn't, keep your mental game sharp, because it's going to be easy to quit or get out.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, so
I think the 2 biggest games of the weekend are, like, obviously the Gophers playing St. Cloud would be good, but Wisco and Duluth.
That'll be good.
Huge.
That'll be huge.
Then St. Thomas and Mankato, honestly. Like, I kind of want to watch those games.
That's going to be a great series.
Yeah.
No, those are 2 really good series, both WCHA matchups, which will be fun to start seeing. There's 4 WCHA series. And one of the NCAA rule changes applies only to WCHA, and that's the ability to play the puck out of the air at any height without stopping the play.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think there's some coaches for it, some coaches against it, but I think Frost pushed for it pretty hard, possibly even Brian Adalski before he went to Seattle or wherever East Coast team he went to. But I'm excited to see it.
It's weird that it's just the WCHA because
it's a pilot program.
Like, when teams come and
this is so right,
play, and then I feel like that's just interesting, you know.
Well,
but you could really utilize something like that. Like,
but look at if you've got let's say you've got Layla Edwards defending Issa Gettle in front of the net. Somebody rips some clapper 2 feet above the net.
Yeah. No chance.
I don't know. I guess I'd like to be able to see these players execute that skill in the air of being able to knock the puck down or deflect the puck from higher than what is it? Is it the crossbar or is it like their hips?
Hip, right?
It changed from crossbar to hips at some point, but that's still so like discretional. It's so
somebody
hard.
Like,
how can they do hip? Aren't all people's hips at different heights?
That's the thing. There's too much discretion, so these refs are getting caught up.
Yeah.
And then there's these discrepancies and these replays, and they're sending it to Toronto or whatever. And in this way, then as long as they don't karate chop the next guy's head, it's a good play.
Yeah.
So it might reduce not the stoppages, but like the reviews.
Yeah, which don't really happen unless it's like playoffs. I mean, they do, but they don't, you know.
Yeah, well, and that's when it matters. Like, what did they review that offsides like 4,500 times?
You
know, like, so yeah, I'm excited to see like if players are using that with skill. So I actually tried that this weekend at the Channel the Flannel tournament.
Don't worry, guys. Jossie's a pro.
I have a clip.
Please roll the clip. Insert the clip.
I will.
Here's what happened.
Because I have the clip on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Here's what happened when I tried it. My line mate, who's like much bigger than me, taller than me, she also went to play the puck. And she drilled me. And I got off balance. And I got twisted and turned around and flipped in the air. And I landed on my head. And got a concussion. And all this snot knocked out of my face.
Okay.
Well, I'm probably not going to play that puck out of the air next time. It was like embarrassing. It hurt real bad. I'm still dealing with the TBI.
It's not embarrassing. Don't worry, Jossie.
And we didn't get the goal.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Okay, so like I should have just let the puck go and then just stayed out of the way.
But at the same time, you did everything you could. You laid it on the line. So nobody can say that's embarrassing.
That's the thing. I would never let my team down.
Never.
I mean, I'm playing hard for the Rebels. I got a new helmet the day before, so that makes me feel really lucky.
Yeah, like you're
What
out
if I had
there
my old
full
helmet?
swag and
I'd be like a potato right here trying to do this pod right now.
vegetable.
Yeah, broccoli. If I had my old helmet. Literally Saturday in between Woodbury tryouts and heading to River Falls, I'm like, I have an hour to kill. I go to Pure Hockey. I'm like, I should put something on this bean. This is my money maker.
No moneymaker. You can't.
Now.
Like face and brain. So like you can't mess with that.
I'm wearing a mouth guard too.
Just,
Only lady in the entire league.
I don't know about that.
I'm the only woman I've seen in 10 years
Oh
wearing a
my
mouth guard
gosh.
on the ice. But I have bit my tongue off, literally.
What?
Yeah.
I used to wear a mouth guard, only a bottom mouth guard. Have you ever seen
That
those?
makes sense.
They were like amazing. And I wore them in high school and it was like a superstitious thing. So when I got to college, like I still wore it like my first few weeks. And somebody, guys, I don't think I spoke the first few months of college. I was so nervous. I was so nervous too. Like I didn't talk to anybody else. I was, oh my gosh. I was in a room full of like Olympians and I'm just there. Like,
With your bottom
knows
retainer
me.
in.
Yes. And so I had my mouth guard and one of the older girls, they were like, do you wear a mouth guard? I was like,
No.
what the
Ew.
And
dorky.
so I
That's so
threw
high
it away.
school.
I threw it away. I'd never used it again. I was like,
You threw it away. Okay, this
done.
is why Minnesotans
Done.
are quitting in hordes because we don't even have backbones.
That's like such a classic like young person in college thing to do though.
yes.
Like one person tells you it's not cool, you're like, I'm never gonna do it again. I'm literally I am so embarrassed.
I leave the rink. I'm like, I'm a loser. I'm so
Seriously,
stupid.
a
I wear a
freaking
mouth
mouth
guard.
guard?
I'm a loser.
It's like when people wear their lanyards that are literally meant to go around your neck.
God.
Like if someone wears it around your neck, you like shame them. You
Yeah.
like kick
Shame.
them on the ground, shame them.
You're throwing rocks at them on the sidewalk.
Literally. What an embarrassing thing to do, to wear something that's meant to go around your neck.
That is embarrassing. You don't want to show people that you're like a rule follower.
You're such a freshman.
That was me. I was such a freshman. But you should get a visor.
Okay,
Is that allowed?
It is
I've
now.
never seen anything like it.
USA hockey, wasn't that in our WHAM meeting?
Wait, what? I didn't pay attention.
The guys can wear a visor.
No,
Why
they
wouldn't
just,
you be able to?
You can wear a visor now in our WHAM games. So, Jossie, you should.
I will not.
You're good enough to do that. You could do
I
that.
You
will
also
not be wearing. You should.
cannot
My
mic-
face would be mangled right now if I had a visor on after yesterday's fall. Can
We should
send,
have a
Can we
wham-
send Olivia the video?
What are the odds that it's going to happen again, though, Jossie?
We should
100%.
have a WHAM segment in our pod now because Jossie and I are both playing WHAM.
And there's wham drama.
Are you what would you say your skill level is?
Oh, I'm like dead last. I've only skated
Wait
like
a minute, I
this
trained
year.
you.
I skated.
Everybody I trained made double A.
I still don't know how to stop.
Wait, if
so-
you're on double A, then you're good.
No, I'm on C3. I'm not on double A.
No, I
Jossie, you
trained a
just
bunch of
said you was.
I trained a bunch of peewees and bantams all summer.
Yeah,
and
not-
almost every kid I trained made their double A team
Not,
in their respective community.
Not me.
Okay, Olivia, are you ready? Olivia, are you ready?
Scared. I'm scared. Please send it.
Your notifications are silenced. You'll have to look.
I'm looking. I'm waiting. I'm
She's
patiently
clearly
waiting.
looking at her phone.
All right, get a load of this. We might have to splice this in. This is one of these ones where like I want to toggle it. I want to toggle.
Where is it? This is like Live Barn? Or what is
Yeah,
this?
clipped it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Do you like watch your film, Jossie?
Only when I'm looking for the time where I almost broke.
Okay. So you're not like sitting there watching your shifts?
I watch most of my games.
Oh my God.
How do you get better, Olivia? No, Olivia, this is why I watch most of my games. When you see this clip, you will be like, I would also fucking watch my own games if this is the kind of content.
It's just
if
insane
this
content.
is the kind of content. Is it there yet? Have you
No,
gotten it?
I haven't gotten it.
Okay, here, take my
Just
phone.
give it to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just take my
Just
phone.
let me have the phone.
I would use the toggle feature to get
okay, just
the
a
full
slow
effect.
motion of it.
This is so quality.
Jossie, I thought you played for the Badgers. Jazzy, I thought you were a legend.
Imagine Abby Murphy
God.
just drills me in front of the
You're
net.
right. Honestly, using the toggle to make it go in slow-mo, it almost
Please?
Changes everything.
it looks like you're
Insert
doing
this.
like it looks like you're doing like figure skating.
Yeah.
Like
You're doing a move.
You're on one leg. You're literally doing like a triple
I'm doing a triple
axel.
cow sow face plant. You guys, I landed on my head.
Jazzy, bend your knees a little. Holy crap.
I was tired. That's game 4. I'm 42 years old. Game 4. I'm the tournament's leading scorer at this point. I mean,
thought you were
I'm fucking
25.
You're
tired.
29. Come on.
I thought you were
I am
25.
not. I am older than the refs.
The refs.
I am the oldest person out here.
I love
This is
that.
By far. By
Amazing.
10 years.
This is amazing.
You
Like,
guys can't even stop. If the cameras are on just each of you right now, you have each watched it 50 times. So maybe
I wish
just going back and forth.
my whole body aches.
I wish
Yeah,
it
are
was
you
in more
genuinely- are you
high
okay?
def because then I could edit you as a figure skater.
Well, and I also had to take cough medicine yesterday.
Wow.
So I had my TBI and cough medicine yesterday. And I
Oh.
was brutal. These squirts in Woodbury are like, who the fuck is the lady running the show?
It's like a zombie.
Has this lady ever skated before?
Really, like, I just spent the whole time on the sideboards, like jumping.
Hey, I
trying to
saw
avoid
you. You
squirts.
looked pretty like.
Wait, were you there
swag.
last night?
Not last night, but the other
a
day.
couple nights. The Pee-wees.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw Allie.
Oh, you did?
Yes, Allie was there on Saturday morning.
Oh, nice.
The squirt and 10
Yeah.
goalies did Saturday morning. I finally got to see Allie for the first time since before she went to Michigan.
Wait, that's crazy. That's been a while.
I know. Anywho, okay.
Well,
I don't even know how. We got onto the rules. We got into the new rules. So
Yeah.
To full circle it, you've seen the vid. It's not a safe play.
I feel like if someone were to maybe be 20 years old,
Somebody who bent their knees a little more might have gotten through that one a lot.
maybe it could have been a little bit prevented.
All right.
But
well, actually,
also, very unfortunate, Jossie. I'm glad you're here sitting with us
thank
today.
you. Thank
To show
you.
a little compassion.
Thank you, because for a minute there, imagine if I had Friday's helmet on.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
Yeah.
How old was the Friday's helmet? Like how old?
I would say it's easily like it's double digits.
Oh, okay. My
There's
God.
lots of rust. There's more rust than not rust on the
Like, did you
rivets.
Did you like Facebook Marketplace it, or did you just throw it?
Garbage.
Oh, so it was
It's
done.
bad. Actually, here's the big thing. I got made fun of by somebody that I highly respect.
Here it is. See, I got made fun of for the mouth guard, and Jossie was saying I was a weak person.
I know.
And now she
I got made
did the
fun of.
same thing.
Tracking.
Brianna Decker made fun of me about my helmet.
So kind of a legend.
A
Made fun of you,
legend.
yeah.
She'd already made fun of my skates, so I got new skates. So I showed up the next season at Faust Fest, and I was skating by her, like peacocking a little bit, and she was like, "I see you got new skates," and no, like not even a comment about the skates, but she was like, "You could probably use a new helmet."
You should have said, "Can I have one of yours?"
I should have.
She's got to have a bank.
Although hers are probably as old as the one I was wearing. But she's
I
got
hope
some
she
fresh.
watches.
She's got some fresh style too, though. Like she's got some good looking shit. So I waited 7 months naturally, and then got a new helmet.
Yeah.
But I can't.
But it was
wait
sitting in
to
the back of
see
your mind.
Decker in my new gear.
Yeah, that's huge. No, I'm excited for you.
When she sees this new helmet, she's gonna think I'm a current player.
I literally can't stop thinking about the video. It's just running through my mind. I'm going to show my dad later.
Wait, I scored a dry-sidle goal. I could probably clip that and send it to you.
No, you can't. You can't backtrack from the bad.
I don't even want to see the good.
Don't want to see the yeah.
I also did
It
one
takes
time. I
away.
was like, "Is this rink regulation with or what?" Because there was a time
Oh
where
my God.
I bet like kind of if this is the boards and this is me.
It's like Jossie's playing in the NHL.
I was like, yeah, I was trying to use like.
Are these
edge work.
balls deflated or what?
Yeah, I was like trying to show off my edge work and like how I could like maintain like boots forward and like keep my eye on this play, but then I just splatted the wall and then I just like fell down and then I was just laying there and the play I was trying to watch was progressing that way. And then like the ref was laughing at me and I'm like, is this rink regulation
the ref
with?
is laughing at you.
Is this rink regulation with or what?
Just start deflecting everything. My stick isn't right.
I got a lot of penalties too.
Oh no. Do you do like shootout?
We did do a shootout. No. I just sit in the box.
You do legit penalties.
And we only have 8 skaters. So if one's in the box, like not only did I penalize my team, but I doubly penalized them.
Wow.
And like they're probably exhausted.
They're all exhausted.
You're screwing them.
This is the thing. This is the dumbest thing I ever do. Like, I'm going to play 4 games with 8 skaters. And you see what I look like by Sunday. It's risk. High risk.
High risk, high reward.
High risk behavior. It's full moon behavior. High risk.
Okay. Wrap it up.
High risk, somewhat medium reward.
There's no reward, you guys. Except for you guys saw the video and liked it.
Yeah, there is a reward to
Please,
that.
you need to post that because it's
definitely
good.
going
I don't
in
post
the
That's
top.
anything.
good content.
I don't post anything
Joey
because
memes.
literally nobody looks at it and nobody likes
Joey
anything.
Me,
I post.
I will.
If you're
Will you?
listening to me, Joey Memes, please clip this and put the clip in it. I'll send it to you, okay? Thanks.
Thanks, memes. Okay, moving back to WCHA. So look for the new rule changes. Like I said, there are some talented enough players out there who can actually make some stuff happen off
100%.
off a play like that. It is not somebody from the Rebels, i.e. me, but
People will definitely be utilizing it this year.
yeah, I'm excited to see it because I think there are plays. Honestly, there are questionable plays, result in goals, and then it's at the discretion of the ref and the whose hips higher. So anyway, this should be cool for the WCHA and maybe look for it to come maybe at the PW level or even just full NCAA at some point. But
Yeah.
there was some pushback. There is some pushback. So, but it looks like all the conference are into conference play. There's a few non-conference series, but AHA, Hockey East, NUHA, and WCHA all have a few little conference matchups coming this week. So
Slowly getting there.
yep. So we will have more NCAA coverage for you guys next week.
Yes.
What else,
ma'am.
Olivia? What else do we need to talk about?
I think we covered it. Kind of slayed it.
Slay.
Slay. Major
Yeah, I'm a
slay.
real professional journalist.
Major
Good thing
slay.
we got Olivia on the pod because nobody else wants to talk about women's hockey with us.
Just me. I'll always be here.
Hey, there's no way around. I'm top of the mount. I'm queen of the mountain. My cup runneth over. I already told ya, I'm moving fast.